for this session for like how long, and I've been looking forward to the amazing set of people that we will have on this call. So trust me, I came all ready and packed. Like I came with so many tips, strategies, and insight. Thank you, Fatima. I came with so many tips, strategies, and this is going to be worth your time. It's going to be worth the time I'm not going to waste your time. That's one guarantee. I am not going to waste your time. You're going to get value. You're going to be glad you joined. And yeah, so thank you so much, Adela. Thank you everyone that has been reacting. It's so great to see all of the reactions. So let's get straight into the session. And the best way I love to start this is to know the people I am interacting with. It's an interaction, guys. It's an interaction. We chat, we talk, as you would with your body, like, okay, I want to do this. How do I go about it? Just see me as that your virtual body. So we're going to interact, we're going to chat, we're going to discuss and see ways that we can help each other grow in 2025. So if, I already see your names. So just tell me where you're joining from and what you do. Like, where are you joining from and what do you do? In the chat, just type it. I'll be reading. I'm looking forward to seeing you, knowing where you're joining from and what you do. So if you're a data analyst, just say Abuja, data scientist, Abuja, cybersecurity experts, US, business analyst, Canada, project manager. I would like to see that. I can already see your name, so there's no need to type in. Just type your location and what you do. Okay, Destiny says Lagos data analyst. Ajayi says QA engineer. I can see Gospel just says Castina out. Okay, you've already written. Okay, great. All right. It's great. Like I see a lot of people typing. We have Kabirai from South Africa, and she's a data scientist. We have Koroma, the project manager from Sierra Leone. We have Rashidat from Edo State. You didn't put your career path, by the way. We have a UI UX person amongst us. We have Peterson from Nairobi, education and consultant. We have Ken, a data analyst from Kenya. I love the fact that we have different people from across various countries. We have Kojo from Togo, data scientist. We have Gabriel from Lagos, data analyst. It's so awesome. We have Omobua, Lagos, data analyst. We have Lesotho. Okay, we have Kao from Lesotho, software engineer. Amazing. We have someone from Malawi, awesome. M&E officer. Can you type in the full meaning of M&E? We have Ayomide from Akure. He's a cybersecurity analyst. I am super, super excited. Like different people from different locations across the globe coming together just to learn so much more about advancing their career path. We have Tony, cybersecurity from Nigeria. Guys, like I see a lot of people. Another person, cybersecurity from Manchester. Another person from Edo. Another person from USA. Analytics engineer, that's Yedo. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. It's so awesome to have you guys join us, and thank you so much. Like I said, I'm not going to waste your time, so you're going to have an amazing time. So I see that everyone on this call is already into tech. That's awesome. I see that. Oh, we have a financial expert here. Thanks, Tabitha. I see that a lot of people on this call are already professionals in this space. So I'd love you to give me a 1 in the chat if you are currently working in that career path, and give me a 0 if you are not. If you're not working as a tech professional, 0. If you're working as a tech professional, 1. So I want to see how many people on this call would. Okay, so I see 1s and I see lots of zeros. So you're not working in tech, 0. If you're working in tech, 1. Awesome. Thank you. I love to get to know the people I'm interacting with. So that's why I love to see all of this. So now I know the locations, I know what you do, and I know where you currently are in your career path. So trust me, this session is for you, for everybody on this call. Okay, Divine says, is excited to be here. I have been a member of Andari since last year. Thank you, Divine, for being such a loyal person to the brand. I hope you're currently enrolled in probably an internship or some of the projects, because I know there is so much more you can gain. Okay, we have a lot of zeros. That's I won't say I'm excited, but again, I'm excited because this session is going to help you go from 0 to 1. I don't know if anybody has read that, going from 0 to 1. So this session, just see this session as your own version of going from 0 to 1. So now let's get straight into it. I've already met you guys. I know what you do. I know where you are. So straight into the session. So this session is put together by Amdari. So you might, be wondering, okay, who is Amdari, or what does Amdari do, and all of that. So at the start of this session, I asked a question. I said, if you're already working in tech, give me a thumbs up. If you're not working in tech yet, give me a 0. Give me a 1 if you're working in tech, a 0 if you're not working in tech yet. So what this already tells me is that everyone has gained the skill. If I am correct, give me a thumbs up. Like, I am guessing that everyone, because I said, what is your current tech career path? And you also said project management, business analysis, cybersecurity, all of that. So you're already skilled, like you've learned it, whether certified or not, but you've learned it. So I see everybody is just giving me a thumbs up. Guys, keep it coming, please. I love to see the reactions. Keep it coming. So I see a lot of thumbs up. So I see a lot of people have gained. In fact, I think everybody has gained the skill. I'm yet to see a thumbs down. So it's perfect. And oh, okay, Morakiyo says, no, man, not everyone. I don't have any tech skill. Awesome. This session is still for you. Okay, Keeper has not learned, Emmanuel, but we have majority of the people who have learned. Again, it's perfect for everyone, so just relax. Again, I'm not going to waste your time, so you can have my word for it. So now you've learned the skill, right? What's the next thing you want after you've gained that skill? Can anyone tell me what's that thing you want after you learned the skill? That thing that you want, just type it. Just type, it can be just one word. What's that next thing that you want? Now I am done learning and I want to. Okay, so Sifo says experience. Sifo wants experience. George wants internship. Work experience, internship, work experience, internship. Amazing. Thank you guys. I see the reactions. Okay, promise experience, hands-on experience to work with it after gaining experience. I love that. See, I love the set of people that we have on this call because your mindset is amazing. Like, it's super, super amazing. Why did I say your mindset is amazing? Some people would say, I want job. But you guys are not even trying to jump that step. You know that even these companies want to be confident that you can do the job. So they want you to have that experience. So you guys are not saying, oh, I want to get the job. I want to get, some people will typically tell you, oh, when I'm done learning, I just want to land the job. But you guys are very particular about gaining the experience so that it's not a case of you not being able to deliver on the job when you get the job. So I absolutely love your mindset. It's amazing. Like, it's the way to win. So Amdari is that platform that gives you that next thing that you need. Now you gained the skill, you want the experience. That's just Amdari. Like, that's what Amdari does. And we started Amdari because we understand the place of experience when it comes to people landing jobs, when it comes to people getting, a yes from recruiters. So 100% you're at the right place. Amdari is that platform that gives you guaranteed work experience after you have gained the skill. And I've been in your shoes as well. And starting out in tech, I wanted to gain experience. I knew that, to be honest, for me to be solid and be confident in the skill I have learned when I was done with my software engineering course, because I started my career in tech as a software engineer. When I was done taking the course, the next thing for me is, how do I apply this? I wasn't looking for a job. How do I apply this magic that I have learned? Because it felt like magic. I wanted to just apply it somehow, somewhere. And I know that that's the only way I can beat my chest and boldly say anywhere that I have actually done it. Right? So I wasn't looking for a job. I was looking for experience. And I honestly respect your mindset, guys. I respect your mindset. So Amdari is that platform that gives you work experience after you have gained the skill. We bridge the gap between theory and the real life expectation. So yes, there is real life expectation when it comes to you looking for a job. It's not enough to just learn it and have the certificate. And one thing we always tell people at Amdari, when professionals like yourself reach out to us and say, oh, I gained the skill, I'm trying to get the job, one thing we tell them is, you cannot keep learning by taking a course every time. There are different ways to learn. You can learn by taking a course, and then you can learn by applying what you have learned, because learning on the job, learning by doing, is the best way to learn. Another best way to learn is learn by guidance. When you have a mentor, someone who has walked the walk and has been through the path, I think they will typically say, follow who know road, right? So Following Puno Road is being a part of Amdari community, typically, right? So Amdari just helps you to understand the roadmap, understand the path that you should take. We understand what the industry needs in terms of your CV, in terms of your experience, in terms of what should be on your CV, your LinkedIn as well, how you present yourself to appear even first when recruiters are searching. Amdari understands all of this because we have been in that shoe. We've lived that pain point, and that's why we started Amdari. So I'll move on. And so yes, you might be wondering, okay, who is this person that has been talking and talking? We don't even know her name. Yeah, even though you can see my name on the screen, we don't even know her name. What does she do? Who is she? Why is she taking us this session? So my name is Omomi Victoria Sampson, as you can see, and I am just that professional who is super, super passionate about anything that has to do with impact. When I have to build a technology product that impacts a class of people, right? So when it comes to human capital development, you'd find me passionately there. When it comes to enhancing, or rather empowering, based on what I have learned in my 8 years of experience in tech, based on the knowledge I've acquired, based on all of the things that I have learned, even from seniors, from my team leads, from my bosses, and everyone like that. I have been able to, see the place of impact, and I'm always very passionate. I've worked with organizations across Nigeria, US, and Canada, and I'm currently working with Amdari, as you can see, and Amdari is located in Canada. So I work with Amdari as the CTO and COO, but I have worked in marketing, I have worked in film tech, and yeah, I've worked in agency as well, like a marketing agency. So I have vast knowledge when it comes to everything tech. And I also am I'm a data-led product person. By product, I mean product management, because I know the place of data. And one interesting thing about me, because I know people say, oh, it's like you love to work a lot, blah, blah, blah. I actually have a fun side to me. I know most people on this call have fun sides to them. Give me a thumbs up if you have a fun side to you. But yeah, the fun side to me is I love to write movie scripts when I'm not busy. So when I'm not doing anything, I know it sounds like work, but it's still like away from tech. It's away from another form of reality. It's like you just creating some form of words in your head. You can make the character be anyone and do anything. So it's also like a superpower, because it feels you can create something. And funny enough, I wrote a movie. I wrote a script that I think it's not on Netflix yet, but will be. So that's another thing about me. So let's dive right into the other aspects of this session. So this session is going to be focusing on the tech career paths that you should get into in 2025. And trust me, you guys are already on the right path, and you will find out in this course of this session, right? It's just you are on the right path, but how do you make the most of this path? Like, how do you? That's why I wanted to get to know you guys and know what you currently do, where you are in the field, so that I can tell, okay, are they on the right track yet? If they are, okay, these are things that you can do to take total advantage. Trust me, you don't want to be so like in between, middle. Oh, I'm not nailing it. Why? You want to be the best, right? You want to be. So everything you need to do to take total advantage is what we show you. Okay, someone says screen sharing has stopped. Please, can someone confirm for me? Can you all still see my screen? Okay, so Lovable, I think network. You can. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Lovable, you might want to leave and join back. Might be your network, but my screen is still off. So we'll be covering the tech career path that you should focus on how you can take total advantage. We'll also be focusing on the pathway to becoming a tech professional and securing a job. Then I'll talk to you about the Amdari work experience. This part you don't want to miss, because when I asked, or what's that thing that you need after a training, you all said work experience, work experience. Trust me, Amdari is here for that. Okay, Ufoma, don't worry. You will catch up. You'll catch up. All right. Then we have a special offer for you. It's like my favorite part of the session every time. So you guys want to stay till the very end. And like I said, I am not going to waste your time. I am not going to waste your time. So just see this as that session that would impact you very well, and it will not be a waste of your time. So by the end of the session, you let me know if I wasted your time or if I kept to my word and I didn't waste your time. Okay, so we will interact as we proceed. I mean, we've been interacting. I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm just talking, and I'm not getting feedback from you guys. So I would love that we interact. You guys will be able to unmute by the end of the session, but for now, we will just give ourselves thumbs ups and chat, like type in the chat and all that. So if you need a job, if you need a job security, competitive salary, and growth opportunities in 2025, this session, like I said, is for you. Everybody, I think everybody, one thing that we are always very concerned about is to have like a job that pays so well. We want to have that guarantee that, oh, this job, there is nothing like, oh, it will decline anytime soon, or I won't have an opportunity to grow as much as I want to. Tech gives you that opportunity. So if you're already in tech, you're in the right path. For people who are not in tech already, those that said, oh, I'm not taking the course, I urge you to start today. Like there is no better time. It's never too late to start. So there is no better time to start, to be honest. And I always see this, I always see this step as something that is like you investing in yourself and your career that your future self will be proud of. So thank you once again, guys, for being on this call. And now we are getting straight into the main business of the day. And this session is actually tailored for three types of professionals. First, the professionals who are looking for a career change. Is there anybody here looking for a career change? Can you give me a thumbs up? Or you're fine with the tech that you've learned? For those who have not gotten jobs in tech yet, I know that's you looking for a career change. So if that's you, give me a one. Like, oh, I am not working in tech yet, but I want that career change because I have gained the skill. Give me a one. Because it's still career change. If you get a job, thank you guys. I'm seeing thumbs up. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, George. Give me a thumbs up or give me a one in the chat. You need that career change. You gain the skill, but you just want to get that tech job this year. Like this year, like I'm talking about as soon as possible. All right. And guys, don't think I'm just sounding excited or something. I have lived this reality. Like I gained the skill through internship, the experience through internship, an unpaid internship. I interned. Like that was how I grew. Things I learned in the course of my internship, guys, I can never ever, I can't overemphasize on it. Like I learned a lot, not just from my mentors, like my bosses then, but from my peers. Like I learned so much. That was even because I started as a front-end web developer. And that was where I started to learn about UI UX because I worked in a team and we had UI UX designers. And because of the type of person I was then, I was so curious. I just wanted to know how to use Figma. I can just do few things. I'm not a full-fledged designer, but I can just try my hands on tools in Figma briefly and all that. So trust me, it helps you learn so much. If you're that type of person that even loves to say, oh, I can try this, I can do that, I can do this, you'd be able to have like a broad knowledge. So when you're interacting with people in a team, you can do so much more than just basic contribution. And that's how you stand out. Like that's how you stand out. You don't just want to focus on you and what you know how to do. If you can contribute to other departments, why not? So trust me, I have been in this part. So I'm not just excited just to, sound excited. No, it's a reality I have lived. Interning helped me like go times 10 forward. Like I climbed, that was how fast. So this session is also for recent graduates. So I see the likes of Ufoma who said, oh, I have not learned the skill at all. And a couple of other people that said, oh, I've not gained tech skill. It's for you, right? And then the people who recently relocated and need a job ASAP. Like my boss would always like to say in sessions, ASAP, ASAP, ASAP. People who need jobs as soon as possible. So give me a thumbs up if this is you. You recently relocated. I know we have a couple of people from US, UK, and all that. Awesome. We have a couple of recent immigrants. So that's lovely. So you recently relocated and you want to get that tech job. Guys, again, I am not just saying this for saying sake. We have helped a lot of people. We have helped a lot of people get jobs across the globe in US, UK, and Canada. And in fact, the experience you get at Amdari is one that comes with an international work experience. Like I said, we are located in Canada. We are established in Canada, right? So your experience is 100% international and you grow a lot. So this is who this session is for. And If you think I didn't mention you amongst the list of who this session is for, please give me a thumbs down. Otherwise, don't react. If I don't see any reaction, I know that this session is for you. So you think, oh, I did mention you. Okay, thank you. Maxwell is still reacting. So this session is for you, thumbs up. Okay, let's even see that. This session is for you, thumbs up. This session is not for you. Like, I didn't list you amongst these people on my screen. Give me a thumbs down. So I'm not seeing any thumbs down. So thank you, Fatima. Thanks to Joe. Thanks to your free. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So this session is for every one of us 228 people on this call. Then I am excited once again. So as I said, the question that everyone typically asks is, what tech careers should I get into and guarantees that I get a job quickly? Like, what's that tech career that when I get into it, I am just guaranteed of a job as soon as possible? Now, I'll tell you the dynamics as well in it, because most times when we take trainings, one thing that we hear from training organization is, oh, tech has that potential, the prospect is very broad, you would land a job. It's not a lie. It's not a lie. Now, how you take total advantage, I am using the word or the phrase total advantage deliberately, because it's not by just giving it your bare minimum. It's not by just doing, I did my part and yeah, miracle would happen. No, like, you have to put in the work. There's something we love to always say. Applying for a job is like a full-time job itself. So in order for you to get the job, you need to dedicate yourself into making sure that you're that right candidate, that these employers will be confident. Because trust me, everybody wants to make the right choice. You want to be sure that you're getting into a company that has your best interest at heart, that will help you grow, that will help you flourish, that will pay you well, that will change your life. But then that company also wants to be sure that, oh, this person we're about to bring on board, we want to be sure that they can, impact us very well. They have a lot to bring to the table. They would help, like, they will take us from here to here, because at the end of the day, they are hiring you for a purpose, right? So you want to be that person that they can beat their chest and say, yes, we can rely that this person will do the job. So it's not just about the guarantee that you will get the job in these fields alone, but the fact that, are you ready yourself, right? So it's very important. So let's look at the tech jobs that are always hiring and that will keep hiring. Now, these are the tech jobs that answers this question here. That's the tech jobs that guarantees that you will get a job quickly. So what are those jobs? The traits of these jobs is always hiring, will keep hiring. Always hiring, will keep hiring, right? So let me engage you guys a little bit. What are those career paths that you think? Just type it in the chat. In tech, those jobs that are always hiring based on your own research, personal findings, maybe what you've heard, even when you were taking your training. What are those jobs that are always hiring and will always hire? Like, it will not decline. That's what we're saying. That job security is there. Like, you're sure that, oh yeah, this career path, it's promising and I'm in the right path. You guys are right. To be honest, everything you're typing is accurate. You're not wrong. I see tech project management, thumbs up. Data analytics, data science, thumbs up. Full stack software engineering, thumbs up. So I see one backend, not just backend, trust me, full stack. Like right now, because are hot in the market. IT support, data analyst, data science, cybersecurity, amazing. You guys are on point. Financial analytics, thumbs up. Everybody that mentioned data, thumbs up. Data is also one of those career paths. Everybody that mentioned cybersecurity, thumbs up, because we are building systems every time. There are people with malicious intent out there. I mean, we have fintech products every now and then. We all rely on them. We have products that you put your card into to buy something. You want to be sure that your card is in safe hands. These people have cybersecurity professionals on board to make sure that that's so. As long as these tech products are in need, like we are building tech products, trust me, cybersecurity experts would always be relevant. Same applies to data professionals and every career path that you guys have mentioned. I'm seeing PMs, I'm seeing cybersecurity, I am seeing data. All of that is 100% right. Right. So now we did a survey at Amdari because we love to work with data. We love for every fact that we share, it is backed by data. We are not making things up. You can, as like, feel free to do the research. Trust me, you would find out the same thing. So we did a research, right? We went ahead to check different job boards, and when we did that, we checked for the jobs that companies are hiring for the most. And I will tell you that there was a time earlier last year, 2024, when I also did like a brief research of my own. And what I did my research for was just, okay, these new companies, startups building amazing products, AI related products, because let's not forget how AI is like the new thing and everybody's building either an AI powered product and all of that. And I was like, okay, let me check out the jobs that these people are even hiring for if I need to upskill or something like that. And I saw a lot of data roles, like data roles in different what's it called now, career paths. Now you know how you can break it down and be a sales analyst and be a product analyst and be a, financial analyst and all of that. So I was seeing all of this when I did my research, and I was like, wow, data is going to be so hot. And the same thing applies to data science. The same thing applies for cybersecurity. Like, it was from LinkedIn. I saw the job postings and I was just curious, and I did that research. And I also ended up seeing, and the other one was, I didn't even really decide. Well, I just discovered that I wasn't seeing some career paths, and I was like, does this mean decline? Like, is that what this means? Does this mean decline? So, guys, this research we did, it had to be backed by data. So we didn't just say, oh, let's just put together some career paths and everything like that. And that was why I wanted you guys to also, from your knowledge, tell me what it is, so that I am sure that we are in alignment. I am not just telling you guys have seen it for yourselves. So we did our research, putting together all of these job boards, from LinkedIn to Indeed to Glassdoor to Total Jobs. What are those jobs that are mostly posted, that that different companies are hiring from the big companies to the startups, right? There is no small company, trust me. From the big companies to the startups, what are those jobs that all these guys just keep posting vacancies, vacancies, vacancies for? And we discovered that they are data related, right? And I'll explain that briefly. So they are data related career paths, and it goes from business analysts to agile project managers to data analysts to data scientists to data engineers to cybersecurity experts to financial analysts and to HR analysts. If you find your career path here, give me a thumbs up. Like I said, most people on this call are on the right path. So Ufoma and the likes, please, these are the career paths that you should learn. You can see it says, what are the tech career paths you should learn if you want to get a job quickly? Thank you very much, Aremu. Thanks, Chidozie and NATO, Tony. Thank you. These jobs are the jobs that employers kept hiring and hiring and creating vacancies for, because there is high demand for them. The beautiful thing about learning these career paths is the ease of learning, the ease of transitioning, and high and rewarding pay. At the end of the day, all the sweat is not in vain. You're adding impact to the company, impact that you can be proud of. That if you advance in your career ladder, you can boast of what you've done previously, like, oh, I did this, right? So that's how these career paths listed here, they allow you to add impact to organizations. They allow you to change your own, way of life, because you're in tech. It's so cool to say, right? So this was put together, and it's so easy to learn. It's easy to transition if you learn from the best people and with the right roadmap. And trust me, with the guidance of a company like Amdari, you are always in the best hands. Like, you are always sure to be guided, because at the end of the day, for us, one thing we are very particular about is success rate of people who interact with us, success rate of people who we come in contact with, people who we just want to be a blessing. That's just it. Come in contact with Amdari, you need career advice, you need career advancement, you need mentorship, you need CV revamp. Just say Amdari as that blessing in disguise. Like, we are here for you. So if anyone who's looking to gain experience is not using Amdari, one thing I always say is, you are missing out. Like, you are dulling, you are sleeping on it. You shouldn't sleep on it. You shouldn't even. So that's just the thing. So that's how we were able to, like, gather all the jobs that employers were hiring for on a daily. So it wasn't just off some, facts from somewhere like, oh yeah, I think no. There is data backing this up. So there are new jobs that are actually growing at a very high rate. Now, growing meaning more organizations are in need of these people. Some organizations need more than one, a couple in some cases. So you're in the right path if you've already gained the skills. If you've not, it's not late. You can start as soon as yesterday. Please, this is 2025. Do not procrastinate. Do not push it forward. Just try to start as soon as you can, because as always said, the best time to start is now. Trust me, there's no better time. You would always think you have to prepare, but the best time to start is now. Now, these career paths that that are growing continuously is the data analyst career path, data analytics, data science. And by the way, my colleague is dropping what's it called in the chat, an attendance form. So if you would like to get this slide and a couple of other materials like this session being recorded and the slide, please fill the attendance form, because that's how we can send it to your email. So feel free. I am hoping to see all these 237 people who are on this call. I am hoping to see your details there, because this slide is going to be very, very helpful for you. After this session, you can check it out. There are links there that will be helpful for you as well. And again, if you'd like to get the recording of this session and you watch it, there is a part that, oh, there was something among me said, and I think I've forgotten, or oh, I would like to, watch it again. Please fill the attendance form. That's why we're dropping it, so that we can, send all of these materials to you, and other, materials that we know would be very, very, very helpful to your career in 2025. So, and beyond. So yes, these career paths are growing. We have the cybersecurity career path as well. And we have the data engineering career path. We have the business analyst analytics career path. Then we have agile and scrum master. Okay, you can't see my screen. Guys, if you can see my screen, give me a thumbs up, please. Might be Nelson's network. Okay, Nelson, do you want to leave and join back? If you'd like to leave and join back so you can see my screen, I wouldn't want you to miss any part of this session. So please, if you can leave and join back, that would be awesome. Thanks, guys. I see a lot of people are still seeing my screen. So these career paths that I'm listing, can anyone guess career paths are in demand? Why are companies hiring for them? You can speak to your own career path, right? You can speak to your own career path. I mean, everyone on this call, or literally almost everyone, is not new to this career. So why do you think companies are hiring majorly for these career paths? Why do you think so? I would like to see that. So I'm looking at the screen. I'm hoping to read your feedback. So you can just put it in the easiest and simplest way. You don't need to complicate it. Just go straight to the point. Why do you think companies? Okay, so Chidima says everything is data, and where there is data, we have to consider security. Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chidima, for that. Everything is data. Data is how businesses get to make informed decisions. Data is how businesses get to know ways that they can improve their business processes, right? Security is how you get to guard everything that you have so that it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Okay, let me see another person. Companies are hiring because there is demand. Yes, that demand is internal to the organization. They need these hands on board. Then Abiola says data is necessary for decision making. You nailed it. You nailed it. Oluwashogo says a lot of companies deal with data to improve their processes. Thank you very much. Mavis, can you leave and join back? It might be your network, because I think everybody can still see my screen. You guys, if you can't see my screen at any point, please feel free to let me know. So if it's a me problem, I would try to fix it. But if it's maybe your network problem, you would leave and join back. So again, I don't want anybody to miss any part of this session. Yes, we'll make it available. We'll share the link. Once you feel the what's it called now? The attendance form that my colleague Tomiwa is dropping in the chat. So again, I would love to see all 244 people on this call in the sheet so that we can send these materials to you. Then I see more comments. I'd love to see, more around cybersecurity. I would love to see more about project management. Why do you think companies need project managers? I know I've seen a lot of data, right? Okay, I think I see one business because they are valuable to the business decisions and business survival. Amazing. Whether you're a business analyst, whether you're a data analyst, whether you're a project manager, cybersecurity expert, you all are very valuable to the business, right? The capacity is just different. Some in terms of security, some in terms of insight, some in terms of prediction, that's data scientist, insights, data analyst, data fetch, like how do we even get this data to start with? Data engineers, right? Business decisions, to make the process more efficient, business analysts, of course, being led by data. Again, business analysts still need data. Can you guys see? Security as well. What are we protecting? It's data. We're protecting data, we're protecting the system, we're protecting people's information. So cybersecurity experts are still needed to protect, right? So all these career paths are needed. Project managers are needed to manage the business process in terms of you maybe building a product or anything like that. Someone has to manage end to end that life cycle. So that's why all these career paths are very, very needed. And if you look at the businesses that companies are, focusing on right now, you need all these people because businesses need people. Like people are like the lifeblood. I am selling to a person, I'm not selling to, an inanimate object or something like that. So as long as your business is targeted at humans, then you need these people. You need project managers. You need, because there's a process that has to be managed. You need data professionals because there is data. When you're not analyzing anything, right? How do you foresee the future when there is nobody to help you with predictions and forecasting and everything like that? How do you even get this data to start with when you don't have anybody building pipelines or making the process of fetching this data easy, right? So that's why all these people are very important. People who are specialists in this aspect. So as a data analyst, I know we have a lot of data analysts on the call. So I would love you to tell me just in one sentence, what do you do as a data analyst? Everybody, you don't need to type yet if it's not speaking to your career path yet. I know we have data analysts on the call. As a data analyst, what do you do? What do you do, right? As a data analyst, I would love to see that. So just write it as short as possible in the chat and all that. I would love to read it and know how you see your profession, I don't want to say too much because again, I love reading mindsets. So I'll just love to see how you put your work, the work that you do. I'm not seeing anybody out of all of us on this call, nobody's typing what they do as a data professional. Guys, this is how you start drilling yourselves, right? You should be able to speak about your work with ease to anyone at any time. Do you guys want me to start calling names? I know you people, I know names, I see names here. So I'm still waiting. This is a long wait, guys. What do you do as a data analyst? If you don't say it, I might just go ahead and say it for you. Guys, do you want to go ahead? Okay, so let me just go ahead and say. Oh, okay, people have already typed. Oh, awesome. I wasn't seeing it before. Okay, so Stephanie says reporting and dashboard, amazing. And then Philip says gather data. Why wasn't I this before? Sorry, guys. All right. So Prince says collect, analyze, and present data to gain insight. You guys are right. I apply my skills in making friendly and easy to understand audits, reporting, and dashboard. I am basically a market analyst from collected market data, a data analyst using. Guys, there's something I'm trying to see here. I'm trying to see how you attach it to the impact you make on a business. Nobody has typed that. Maybe I am missing it. So can you put, now that I've said it, can you put it in like a sentence, how that applies to impact on a business? I know you report, I know you build, you create recommendations and all of that. Can you attach impact? It's very important for you to speak about your work and end up attaching impact because it makes you sound more solid. You don't just want to be all about, oh, this is what we do. No, how does it equal success, right? You want metrics. You guys are data professionals. You understand the place of metrics, right? Okay, let me see if we have that. Use data to make smart decisions. I love that. I love that. Transform raw data into actionable insights to drive informed decision for any business. Great. Ideal data quality issues, data compliance, return data insights. Amazing. I mean, thank you guys for answering this, but we need to also but this is amazing. I love the feedback. Again, just see it as okay, a great way to sell yourself. When you're talking about your career path, you want to attach impact, how your type of career path impacts a business. So just saying reporting and visualization. Okay, what are you reporting? What are you visualizing, right? Insights. Okay, insights to what? How does it equal anything, right? So you want to always talk about it in such a way that it is all encompassing. Now let's move on to the data scientist. Can you tell me what a data science professional does while they're typing? So let's look at the different roles that you can work in as a data professional. As a data professional, I mentioned earlier that the career prospect is very wide. It's very wide. Being a data analyst means you can work as a product analyst, you can work as a business intelligence analyst, you can work as a supply chain analyst, logistics analyst, operations analyst, marketing analyst. Someone mentioned that while they were introducing, their work, and they said, oh, they use marketing data to analyze and make decisions in as regards marketing for that organization. We have sales analysts as well, procurement analysts. These are the different career paths that you can work and thrive in as a data professional. So don't box yourself. Don't think, oh, you can only do this, you can't do that. No, you can actually build yourself to do as much as you want to. And you can see that the salary range is amazing. Like, it's mouth watering, right? So you want to ensure that you stand a chance to position yourself to enjoy this. Like, you want to position yourself to benefit from this. So it's very important. You'll be learning how to do that. So I have a couple of people who are already typing in what they do as data scientists. So this person says collecting, analyzing. That's Abiola, sorry. Abiola says collecting, analyzing, and interpreting large amounts of data to help informed decisions. So are we on the data scientists right now? Are we leaving out the forecasting, the predictions, and everything? Okay, yeah. Clara says build ML algorithm, amazing, that can make predictions, that can solve problems based on the domain. Thank you very, very much. Clara just covered it. Machine learning is a big part of data science. Algorithms, everything that has to do with predictions, forecasting, is a big part of data science. That's one of the major difference between data scientists and data analysts, right? Kumbirai says data collection, wrangling, building machine learning models. Amazing. Thank you very much. So data engineers, please already start typing yours while I talk about the different roles that a data scientist can work as. They can work in all roles in data analytics. Like, you can pretty much do everything a data analyst can do. You can work as a machine learning engineer. You already saw that the likes of Kumbirai and Abiola said something around machine learning. Machine learning is a big part of data science. Forecasting is a big part of it. Big data analytics, market research, demand planning, and also demand planning because you're able to predict, you're able to forecast, right? So all of that. So these are the different career paths that you can work in as a data professional. So I've not seen any for data engineers. Don't we have any data engineer in the house? If we have, I would love to see what you see your profession as. But let's get straight into it. Oh, by the way, sorry. These are tools that data professionals also get to work with. As a data analyst, you get to work with Excel, Power BI, Tableau, Looker Studio, ChatGPT, and a couple other tools. There are even data science analysts that work with SQL as well. So these are different tools that you get to work with. For data scientists, you get to work with SQL, Tableau, AWS, Azure, Excel, Python, ChatGPT, and Google Cloud Services. Okay, we have a couple of data engineers who have typed. So Abiola says, Abiola, what career path are you in? You answered for data science. Now you're answering for data engineers. So okay, let me start with Godfrey. I just saw your response. A data engineer is responsible for designing, building, and maintaining systems that collect, guys, keyword, collect, store, and process large volumes of data. Their work focuses on creating infrastructure for data generation. So this is the work of a data engineer. Before you can even have access to that data, you need to collect it first. Before the data scientists can perform their magic, before the data analysts can perform their magic, they need the data. So the data engineer builds the system, right? They put in place the system that collects and stores this data. They also process it so that it's ready for use by the data scientist and by extension, the data analyst. And that answers it perfectly. But let me still read Abiola's response. She says they focus, I don't know if it's a he or she, but I'm sorry, Abiola. She says data engineers focuses on building and maintaining the infrastructure and systems necessary to store against just that's just their work, right? And as a data engineer, you can it cloud engineer, you can work as BI engineer or developer, that's business intelligence. You can work as analyst, analytics engineer, Azure cloud engineer, ETL developer. If you've not exposed yourself properly to all of this, you might, want to just look it up. Again, take total advantage, guys. Nobody said you can't be as awesome or as great as you want to be. And you can see the salary range. It's mouth-watering. You can see the salary range. Same thing for the data analyst, right? $95 to $170,000. 95,000, guys, 95,000. And same thing for data engineers. So when we are learning, just know you're investing in yourself. It's not a waste. When you're learning, you're investing. And I'm glad that you guys have invested so well in yourselves that you're at this point where you're seeking more, right? So that you can get the most or make the most out of this career path that you have devoted your time to learn. So business analyst as well. Okay, so do we have business analysts in the house? I'd love to see, based on your knowledge of what you do, what exactly does a business analyst do? I would love to read your reactions, guys. So please proceed to type. I'm reading the chat again. So I'd really love to see what you think a business analyst does, right? So let me read and hear from you. What does a business analyst does? And to the best of your knowledge. I'm not sure if we have business analysts on the call, so I'll just go ahead and speak to it because these are the guys who majorly identify business areas that can be improved upon. And then you increase the efficiency and strengthen the business process, right? So you're a key player when it comes to business decisions. You're a key player when it comes to gathering requirements needed to improve a process or a project, right? Like I said, let me see if we have any responses. Okay, we don't have any response from any business. Is there a business analyst in the house? Can you give me a thumbs up? If you're a business analyst, out of the 200 plus guys on this call, I'd love to know. Oh, Maxwell is a business analyst. Okay, would you love to? My husband has some training in business analysis and project management. Amazing. Is he on this call, Jennifer? If he's not, you might want him to watch the recording. Please fill the form for attendance and you will get the recording of this session. I mean, spread the word. If you think there is anyone who can benefit from this, who is not on this call, maybe you have a friend, family member, or colleague who is in any of these career paths, you can share with them. Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, once you fill the form, you get it. Okay, Nelly is a business analyst. Can you type? Maxwell also, I'd love to, from your perspective, I love to hear from other people's perspective. There are some things I get to learn as well. Like we learn from each other. So, okay, Basi says he would love to get into BA. So Maxwell and you guys are not typing what you do as business analysts. But like I said, right, they pretty much make the process more efficient, right? Ujunwa says a business analyst identifies business needs, analyzes data, and works with teams to implement solutions that improve processes and achieve goals. She nailed it with this response. Like she pretty much captured every aspect. They still analyze. Data is very important. Like data is very, very important, right? So, and they work with teams to implement solutions. At the end of the day, you're in a company to provide solution, whether as a data analyst, a data scientist, a data engineer, you're there to provide a solution. So business analysts work to improve processes and also implement solutions, right? So these are the different ways that they get to contribute. So while we are still on the conversation regarding business analysts and the likes, I'd love to see the project managers in the house. What do you guys do, right? What do you do as a project manager? I would love to know. I don't know. I'd love to learn from you. So business analyst can work as either a business data analyst, a process analyst, functional analyst, operations analyst, requirements analyst, systems analyst. Like the list goes on and on. And like I said earlier, they still work with data because data is very important. How do you make decisions? How do you prepare solutions without data? Like, what's your proof that something is wrong? We need something to back it up. If I'm saying, oh, we don't have many people from here, but we have from this location, where is the proof, right? Data has to prove that, okay, this is factual, right? There has to be like a proof. Okay, so I'll attend to some questions. I see Mustafa's question. I'll attend to questions after the session. So project managers in the house. Okay, so Temitayo says the project manager anchors the 5 life cycles of projects starting from the initiation or the ideation, right, to planning, to executing, monitoring, and control, and also closing the project, preparing things like documentation. I know she didn't add it, but I mean, there's just so much that she can type. So thank you very much, Temitayo. They also prepare documentations, right? After you're done with the project, you want to document step by step so that, you know, for whatever reason you might not be on board, or you might have more people and you want them to understand what had been, you know, done, how to manage what had been done, you know, all of the processes that was used in achieving or actualizing it. You want to document. So there is always a documentation, especially when it comes to tech project management. You document everything. There's documentation. There is the technical aspect of documentation as well. So these are the different, you know, ways that project managers contribute to an organization, from the ideation process up until the go live stage, right? So so they can work as agile program manager, project scrum master consultant, project agile project manager. Like the list is endless, and you work with tools similar to what business analysts do as well. Just that you don't exactly work with data related tools per se. So for example, for the business analysts, they still use Power BI and Excel to visualize data. Very, very important. They use Jira. These are project management tools. You can use Jira or Trello. You use Draw.io. You know, that's if you want to start with your, you know, mapping out processes and all of that, like mockups. It's like mockups and sketches and stuff like that. And then SQL for your data process also. And we also have Azure DevOps and ChatGPT. We all know what ChatGPT is, can be used for, right? So for data, for project managers, you work with tools like Confluence, Jira, Trello, Notion, ClickUp, and Microsoft Project Management tool. So there are different tools that you can use to manage the process of your work. I see hands up. I am definitely taking questions. Just, you know, don't worry, I'm definitely taking questions. So for the cybersecurity guys on the in the house, can you tell me what you do as a cybersecurity professional? I know we have a lot of cybersecurity guys on this call because you guys indicated by giving me thumbs up and all of that. So I would love, and we are getting to the very exciting aspect of this session, guys. And what do I mean by the exciting aspects? Now, I am introducing you to those career paths and letting you know that you are on the right path. The next after this is, how do you take total advantage? What are you not doing right yet that will make you go from that 0 to 1? Remember, I said 0 being you're not employed in tech and you want to switch to tech, and then 1 being you gain the experience and you're able to position yourself better to land the job. So from 0 to 1 is where I want to take you. It's just, you know, the typical law of binary. Yeah. So okay, Mohammed, I'll get to that shortly. Please make sure you fill the attendance form, right? Please make sure you fill the attendance form, and we will definitely, that's Mohammed Sanusi. Yeah, please make sure, have you filled the attendance form? Can you give me a thumbs up, Mohammed? Just give me a thumbs up. Thank you. All right, cybersecurity experts, thanks, Gospel. Okay, great. Mohammed has filled the form, amazing. Okay, so the cybersecurity experts in this house are quiet on me. We've talked briefly about what cybersecurity professionals do, but I want to hear from you. What do you do as a cybersecurity expert? Okay, Celestina says cybersecurity analyst helps to develop and implement risk management strategies to mitigate potential threats, continuously monitor systems and networks for security breaches, and respond promptly to incidents. And that's one amazing thing. One very funny thing about cybersecurity experts is, in order for you to work as a cybersecurity, whether analyst, expert, whatever name you want to call, append to cybersecurity, in order for you to work as that, you still need to use the same tool that the malicious guys are using. Like, you literally use the same tool as these guys. If you're white hat and you're trying to, the white hats cybersecurity experts are the ones who abide by the laws. You're using it for good intent. Your intention is good and positive. Black hat is okay, it speaks for itself already. They are the black hat hackers. They use it for malicious reasons, to penetrate systems that are weak or that are not properly, secure by cybersecurity experts. Maybe this company does not have a cybersecurity expert in the house and all of that, so their system is not as strong and secure as it should be. So these malicious guys can penetrate and do their shady stuff. But in order for you, and then we have the gray hat hackers. Again, the names speak for themselves, right? The gray hat guys are those guys that pretty much can, switch between both, right? So there are companies that use gray hat hackers, right? Not exactly for malicious reasons per se, but there are companies that use. But typically, positive is the white hat. Negative is you don't want to be on malicious hacker part. So yes, so cybersecurity experts. Okay, first off, please fill the attendance form by clicking on the link that my colleague Tomiwa just dropped in the chat. Just click on the link and fill the form. Just give me a thumbs up when you're done filling the form, or just type I have filled it. Right, Felix. I'll be on the lookout. All right, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Kao. I hope I pronounced your name right. Okay, so cybersecurity professionals can work as cybersecurity analysts, SOC analyst, penetration tester, information security analyst, and all of that, as you see on this list. Like I said, feel free to fill the attendance form so that we can send these sheets to you, and you'll be able to Felix, sorry, I'm trying to go to my next slide. Okay. Then we have HR analysts and we have financial analysts. I know I saw one person react in earlier to this, right, as the financial part. So do we have any financial analyst in the house or HR analyst in the house? Just give me a thumbs up. So just if we have a financial analyst, I don't want to know how many HR analysts we have, but I'm not going to take too much of your time. So pretty much HR analysts focus on analyzing data that has to do with people and processes in an organization, right? Every organization, majority, I know some organizations don't have HR, but majority or most organizations have HR professionals. So you don't just want to be this HR professional who does not use data to back up your process. You don't want people to come and be leaving. If that's the case, why are they leaving, right? You want to have proper insight to better the experience of people that you have on board, to make your process and culture better. So that's why data HR analysts are also here. They can work as in some capacity as data analysts because they use similar tools like Excel, Power BI, SQL, and the likes, right? So they use all of this data because there are times that you want to do appraisal. You want to appraise people. If your organization is very big, trust me, you need to know this. You need to understand data. It's maybe the organization just has like less than 10 staff members. Then maybe you guys can patch things and stuff like that. But if the organization is big, the success of a company relies on the talent on that team. So you want to make sure that everything is done the right way, right? So that's why HR analysts are also very important to the success of an organization. So they can work as people analysts, talent analysts, what's the name, benefits reward analyst, workforce planning analyst, diversity and inclusion analyst, and the list goes on and on. Now to the financial analyst, right? What exactly makes them different from data analysts? That's because their own major focus is on financial models. They just analyze data related to financials of a company. And trust me, they are super smart guys, because guys, if you think that approach is easy, or like analyzing financial models and all of that, it's not, because you need to understand a lot, right? When it comes to, so they are very smart set of people. And when you see a financial analyst, just give them a thumbs up. I know some people feel it's like a fraction of data analytics, and oh, maybe it's not so. It is actually a very, very important role in an organization, because you don't want a case where you can't even give account properly of how you guys are spending your money. What's the revenue like? What's the expense like? How like when you measure your revenue against your cost, or the unit cost of your services, right, or your products in this case, how do you analyze it? How do you make it make sense? So in a case where you don't have a financial analyst, trust me, you might end up, that's why we have a lot of startups that even fail, right? If the person even leading the team is not very bad at managing finances, you just see companies fail for a lot of reasons. But that's conversation some of the time, right? But with a financial analyst, I'm just trying to explain the very importance of a financial analyst in an organization. So if you're a financial analyst, trust me, you are very much in demand, you are indispensable, you are sought after. So the same applies to every career path that I have mentioned on this call today. So let me move on to my next slide. Okay, so one piece of advice that I love to give is do not try to learn anything. Why am I giving this piece of advice? Now, we can easily, like very easily, get carried away. I saw someone type in the chat, and this is for somebody like that. I find myself in that position as well. Sometimes I am, oh, yes, I'm a software engineer. The next minute, oh, what aspect of, proper business can I dive into? Should I consider business analysis? I mean, it's going to make me, a data-led, or a data-driven person rather, not led, sorry guys, a data-driven, business person. Should I consider that? And then I find myself very interested in that career path, right? Other times I'm like, should I consider cybersecurity? No, I'm just joking. That was years ago. Should I consider cybersecurity? Then maybe, maybe not. Should I consider product management? We find ourselves in these shoes a lot of times. So if you found yourself in this position, give me a thumbs up. I saw someone earlier. He's a business analyst, currently taking cybersecurity course. It's amazing. It's not bad. Lifelong learning. I'm an advocate for that. I'm a lifelong learner myself, right? So, but then we are confused as to, oh, should I learn more? We keep, finding ourselves in that. You just need to sometimes tell yourself, you know what? Slow down, slow down, slow down. Take a deep breath. Okay, we're doing great. Okay, so do not try to learn everything. You can take it one day at a time, as long as you are consistent. Consistency is the key word. Take it one day at a time, but please be consistent. Do not, if you have like I'm not a vision board advocate. I believe in just do it. Just do it. You can have it on vision board and still miss it. You can have it. Just make sure that you are dedicated. That discipline, guys, discipline. Once you have discipline and you're accountable, you're good. If you need an accountability partner, feel free, but please, discipline, consistency. If you're not doing anything this year, 2025, make sure that you're disciplined and make sure you're consistent, and you would be glad. Consistency and discipline would help you a lot. So try not to learn everything at a time. Take it one step at a time. Make sure you master it very well. You've gained the skill by learning theoretically. Please move on to learning by doing. That's the next thing. The next thing is not watch another video, take another course, take another course. That's not the next thing. When I was learning on my own, because I started out as a self-taught software engineer, trust me, I watched a lot of videos on my own, self-paced and all of that. And when I was done, I I'm always very thankful for that. I was very quick to know that I can't keep learning like this. I will not go far. Like I won't go anywhere, because this is, if I do better than I did yesterday, I'll give myself a pat on the back. But maybe I can do way better than that, right? I am not stretching myself enough. But if you have that opportunity to learn from someone who has walked that path, who has been there, who understands the industry need, then you will go times 10 faster, times 10, trust me, not times 2, no, times 10 faster, because they will push you, they will stretch you, they'll make you know that you can do better than this. Yes, yes, you did better than you did yesterday, but you can do so much better. So that's why it's very important. When you're done with a particular style of learning, please move on to the next style of learning. Learning continues. It doesn't mean it has stopped, right? So gaining experience is perfect when you want to better yourself. So just pick one career path, focus on it until you're solid. So and again, the career path based on your interest, transferable skills, and market demand. You guys have checked you have checked market demands, and then I believe you also went ahead. Please give me a thumbs up if you, I don't like guessing. Give me a thumbs up if awesome. Thank you, Akintola. Give me a thumbs up if you picked a career path based on all of this that I listed here: interests, market demand, transferable skills. Trust me, you thrive when you're interested. I remember when I started out as a software engineer, and people be like, "Oh, it's so hard," and I'm like, "Yes, it's hard, but if you're passionate about it, if you had a reason for learning it in the first place, meaning you just love the fact that you could type some gibberish and then it makes sense somewhere." To me, that was a beautiful thing. I'll just type some things that don't make sense. I mean, just opening tags here and there, divs, creating divs here and there, containers and everything. And then I just open my local host, and I can see something that makes sense, like from something that doesn't make sense, something that it was exciting for me. It made me feel, I always say this, it made me feel like a magician at that point in time, right? I was like, oh wow. So interest matters. And as long as you're interested, you will not get overwhelmed or exhausted. You need to love it. If you are passionate and you love it, you won't feel like you're doing so much work. You won't feel so. And when there is transferable skills, it's easier to transition. So I remember when I wanted to use my skill set, again, taking total advantage, I'm always up and down for that. So I wanted to add product management to my skill set at that point in time. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Let me read more about this career path. I was just even looking to, I didn't specifically set out to learn project or product management. I just wanted to see, tech career paths that I can add to my software engineering, just to, have other career paths that I'm also. And I read about product management, and I saw that you pretty much manage the entire life cycle of it. And remember what I said earlier during my internship, I worked with UI UX designers. I worked with a back-end developer. I started out as a front-end developer myself, right? I had reported to stakeholders. So I already understand requirements. I already understand interaction with UI UX. So it was easy for me to transfer that knowledge and transition to product management. That is always very important. Market demand. How in demand is this skill set? If you check all these boxes, you're good to go. You won't get exhausted. You'll get exhausted, but you would love it. Work-life balance is important, guys. Don't get me wrong, but you won't just feel like you're doing that much work, because you can see impact and you're happy about what you're doing. So that's why it's very important that you take this to heart. So this is for the people who have not learned at all. Again, Ufoma and everyone else. I just keep remembering Ufoma's name. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm not mentioning your name. If you fall under the category of people who have not learned this skill. So you want to make sure that you check all these boxes, right? And now let's talk about something else. You're done learning, right? How do you impress a recruiter to hire you? Please, can you tell me in the chat? I want to see how many of us are in sync. How many of us are, thinking together, right? How do you get employers to hire you? Can you type that in the chat? Guys, will be rounding up soon, so don't worry, you won't get bored or anything like that. Again, I'm not going to waste your time. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Project, thumbs up, you're very right. Let me see more. I love to read from perspectives, like I said. I'd love to see what you guys think that recruiters need to see to hire you. Balkis says work experience. Joseph says great CV, great portfolio, internship. Celestina says you need to have a proper CV. And Gabriel says build a rich portfolio. Basi, show your portfolio. You guys are right. You guys, portfolio, CV, projects, internship, experience, everything. Amdari checks this particular box. So let me say my first answer to this your question is what you need or how you impress your recruiter is coming across Amdari is already a blessing, like I said. But yes, what you need is to not give off the vibe of an inexperienced tech professional. And how you don't do that is by everything that you guys just typed in the chat. You don't want to give. So we onboarded new interns for Amdari today, right? We onboarded new interns for January cohort at Amdari. And when we asked some of these interns, we actually asked all of them. One person said something that speaks to this. This person said, whenever she goes, she joined Amdari because she does not want to pass off that, impression that she has not gained the experience that she is talking about, because that's what she has been doing. When she talks about the work she's done, she has actually not gained the experience. She just makes it up. She doesn't want to be that person that lies in an interview, and she feels like they can tell. Guys, they can tell. Being in meetings, where we had to hire people, and I can tell you it's always easy to tell. So I am not just telling you this for telling sake again, just to say things or make up things. They can tell. It's easy to tell when someone is talking from an experience perspective or from a scenario-based perspective, right? So how do you not give off the inexperienced vibe? It's by checking all of the things that you guys have said. Check the box, have a portfolio, have a CV that proves that you have impacted a business. It's not just a good CV that just shows this and that. No, it proves that you impacted a business, and that really gives you everything regarding that. What you put on your CV is not just made up. You actually gained that experience. You actually impacted these businesses when you intern at Amdari. And I just spoke about. So this person said that was why she joined Amdari internship program, because she doesn't want to keep having, things like this on her CV and everything. So when you go for an interview and you start overemphasizing on tools over actual work, they can tell. Oh, I know how to use this tool. Okay, I am waiting for that part where you talk to me about what you actually did, right? They can tell. Then you lack metrics on your CV or measurable impact. Like you can't say something like, I was able to analyze or I was able to make recommendations from my data analytics dashboard or from my dashboard that helps the business increase its revenue by 30%. If I see that as a recruiter, I will be curious. So your CV should get the recruiter curious to know more about you. That's how you land an interview. If I see your CV and I am not curious, and that it doesn't leave me wanting to know more, then chances of me calling you for an interview is slim. And let's not forget ATS right now that is used for tracking people's CVs, especially if you're looking to get jobs in the US, UK, and Canada and the likes. These organizations now use ATMs to actually just scan through CVs because there are a lot of job seekers. Again, taking total advantage means you standing out. How do you want to stand out in a pool of submission, right? A lot of people are submitting. How do you stand out and show that, hi, I actually have everything you need? Metrics. There are things that this ATS is looking out for. Keywords, right? Don't just keep talking about, don't use generic words like lead, or something like that. Make sure that you're showing actual work impact, right? So if you say something like 30% increase, an ATM system will pick things like this. Now, ATM system apart, a human, okay, she's going to resend it, Oluwatobi. So a human, in this case, HR professional, would be curious when they see that you were able to help a business generate or increase their revenue by this number of percentage, right? Or, oh, I was able to build this system with a team of XYZ in less than 3 days. Okay, how did you guys do that? Right? I want to know. I am curious. You get called for an interview. Then you don't want a situation where you have no story on how your work ties to business objective. So when I was asking earlier that, oh, tell me what you do as a data analyst, and I was seeing things like building reports, building dashboards, I said, how does it impact a business? If you put that in your CV just like that, it doesn't say anything. It's just like I just copied something off the internet and then I pasted. But if I am able to actually say what I did, how I impacted the team, how I impacted the business, I am able to stand out. Now, with Amdari Work Experience Internship, you're able to have this on your CV. Let me just tick that for you. Sorry, please. You're able to have that on your CV. So it's very important for you to stand out in all those areas. Sorry. Please just give me a minute. Let me fix my lights. Just a minute, guys. Sorry, guys, I'm still here with you. All right. So I am back while I'm still getting that sorted. So as I was saying, right, you want to take total advantage and ensure that your CV has things like a story, right? You want to have like a story on your CV, and you also want to have the work that you have done on your CV. So you want it to show proof of the work that has been done 100%, right? So if you don't have a portfolio and then you don't have a project, it is going to be your chances will be very slim, right? So in this case, you want your portfolio to show proof that you have actually done the work. A portfolio shows the projects you've done, and the projects you've done is also a proof of how you have been able to impact a business in the past, right? So these are the different ways that you get to not give off the vibe that, oh, I am a learner, I'm just starting out, and I haven't done so much in this space. Okay, so all right, so another way that you get to not show that you don't have experience is to not please can you guys see me, because I already okay, yes, I'm back on. All right, but the lighting will get better, so I hope you guys can see me very well. The lighting will get better shortly. All right, so there's also another part, which is to talk solely on theoretical knowledge when you go for an interview. Thank you, Daniel. So when you go for an interview, you don't want a situation where everything you just talk about is theory, theory, theory. There is no proof per se that shows that, oh, you've actually applied everything you have learned in class. So you want to have a proof that I have not just learned it, I have applied it. So some people typically have things like their CVs, their certificates, and they feel, oh, that's enough, right? That's enough to show that I can do the job, I gain the skill. So you don't want to have this on your CV at all, which is just your certificates. You don't want to have just that. That's what I mean, guys. So you want to have experience, you want to have proof that you can deliver on the job. Okay, so moving on, you need to not pass this vibe, right? Don't pass off this inexperienced vibe. Okay. So now you might ask, how do I pass the vibe check? How do I pass the vibe check? So how do you think you can pass the vibe check, guys? Can you give me a thumbs up? Okay, I think my lighting is better. Okay, can you give me a thumbs up? How do you pass the vibe check, guys? All right, thank you, Tomiwa. Thank you, Ken. How do you pass the vibe check? Guys, I'd love to see it. Just type in the chat. how you believe you can pass the vibe check. Okay, just type in the chat. I want to see it. I want to be sure that we are all thinking alike while seeing. Okay, again, I don't want to waste your time, guys. So, okay, since no one is talking, let's just proceed. Okay, by doing the opposite of the 5 things I itemized. Thank you, Joseph. That's a smart way to answer the question. Thank you very much. Yes, by doing the opposite of those 5 things. It says not having experience, portfolio or project habits. It says not talking about theory alone and not how you have been able to apply that theory. Do the opposite. Don't just talk about don't just talk from a place of theory, talk from a place of experience, right? So yes, we're working on a lot of projects, Abiola. So you need to build measurable achievements for your CV. Measurable achievements meaning you need to have those metrics that I mentioned, because if the ATS is scanning and it's not seeing metrics, it will be sure that can this person do the job? It's not shortlisted. Now, another thing that I noticed that people do when they're trying to transition, and I was having this conversation with someone who joined our clarity call at a time. I was speaking to this person, and she said to me that one of the I asked her, she said she has not gotten a job after gaining the skill. And I said, what does your CV look like? First, have you gotten a job in tech before? She said no. Have you worked on projects before? She said no. So you don't have anything to show proof based on the skill that you've learned. She said yes. So I said, but you submit CVs when you apply for jobs. She said yes. Then I said, okay, what is the experience? Because I know you're not submitting an empty CV. So what is the experience that you have on that CV? And this person says, oh, what she typically has on her CV is her previous experience. And I said, okay, by previous experience, are you talking about the jobs that are not tech related? One, and that is not even data analytics in any way. She said yes. And I said, and you're using it to apply for a data analytics job? And she said yes. And I said, between me and you are the recruiter. If I submit a CV like that, would you hire me? Guys, would you hire me? I am applying to your company as a data analyst. Exactly, Manuel. I'm applying to your company as a data analyst. And yes, I've not gained the experience. And I just got the training. And I'm sending my CV and I'm showing you healthcare sales rep, sales manager in, like, how is that? And then you have other CVs of people who have data analytics. Who would you pick? The data people, the people who have it, the CV. Now, picking those people now is now going to even be you picking out the people that have metrics, measurable achievements. You can see. Now, I am curious. You achieved 30% increase in revenue. I want somebody like this on my team. We also want to increase our revenue. How did you do it? I want to know you. I want to meet you. I am curious. Let your CV get them curious. You've impacted businesses like this. You've done that. How did you do it? That's the next question. Now, create a robust portfolio of real-world projects. And Dari Projects gives you that 100. Real-world, it's not simulated. Like real businesses, you're impacting businesses. It's not practice projects. We have a lot of projects online today that you can go there, practice. Amdari Projects has business context. People who have worked on Amdari Projects would always say Amdari Projects are interesting. Keyword interesting, because there was business context. I could understand the business problem, the business challenge. There was overview. I know the tools I have to work with, right? I know the tech stack, that's the tools, right? I know the rationale of the project, the aim of everything has business backing. Now, when you're done working on this project, guys, that equals an impact on a business. So Amdari takes you from 0 to 1 typically, right? So when you work on a project on Amdari, it equals impact. When you work as an intern, when you apply for internship at Amdari, you go from 0 to 1. It equals impact because there is a business case involved. It's not random. It's not practice. So when you stay curious and committed to learning new trends and technologies, you also stand out. You pass the vibe check. This is how you, because when you go for an interview and I can tell that this person is continuously learning. So we onboarded interns today, like I said, right, for our January cohort. And one of the things that these guys kept saying is, I love to learn. I love to learn from other people. I love to learn as well. I love to read. I read a lot and all of that. you can already tell that these people are lifelong learners. Tessie, I'm going to get to that shortly, but if you've not filled the what's it called, attendance form, please do that. But please stay till the very end of this session, because that's when I talk about how you can apply for this internship. That's when you know how you can already action everything I have been saying, because at the end of the day, all this, as we say, Dogonturanchi, all this long English that I've been speaking, it equals something. It equals how you can apply it. Everything I've been saying is achievable. It's doable. We just one-stop platform. Amdari, just one stop. Everything, total package. If you're not using Amdari in 2025 or recommending it to your loved ones, people you love and you wish well, guys. So when you engage with tech community also, you get to grow, right? You get to pass the vibe check, because you can pick from people's experiences and grow. I talked about how picking from people's experiences helps broaden my horizon. Your horizon will be broadened. Your horizon will be broadened. You have no idea, right? So it's very important. I love to learn from people apart from what I consume myself or what I digest. I want to hear you. I want to hear others speak. There is no knowledge from anybody that is a waste. Trust me, it can be like an entry-level person today that says something and I'm like, there's sense in what this person is saying, right? So things like this. So learning from a community pushes you. And today's onboarding, again, I'll talk about this onboarding because that's the internship onboarding that we did for our interns. Another person said they love to learn from a community of, peers, like-minded individuals, because it helps them grow. Do you know that some people would rather, like when a teacher is done teaching, when I was in secondary school, I remember some of my classmates would typically just wait for the teacher to be done. And then they come and meet you. Oh, can you just help me explain the topic? They feel you'll be able to explain it in a way that they would understand. And I realized that when I am explaining, I am learning. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, this is making sense now. So the more I talk about it, the more it makes sense. So I would naturally enjoy passing knowledge, because I feel it helps me as well. Like, because when I'm talking, I'm like, okay, it's making sense, right? And I might have questions while doing that, and I would end up researching that question that I have. So we learn in different ways. So please don't box yourself to learning by just watching videos, taking courses. Advance, take the next step, because you would always feel like a beginner if you don't try out other ways. So learn by doing internship experience, learn amongst peers. Again, internship gives you that community. You're not alone. Then focus on problem solving and business and alignment. I mentioned that when you join a company, the goal is to impact. They have a problem. They need people that can solve it. If I can do it, I won't hire people, right? So I am hiring people because I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. And I can't design. I'm not a designer. I need a designer to join me. I have another strength. You have another strength. This person has another strength. That's how we come together and we nail it. So if I want a job, now I am going to explain to you from my perspective what I will do. If I want a job in 2025, right? What am I going to do? I do need a job. I'm just saying, if I need a job, what am I going to do? I will present myself as a complete package. Guys, this is the part that I honestly want you to jot things down, take notes, or watch this video after the session, share with people you feel will get impact. And also, please fill the attendance form, because you can revisit this later. I will present myself as a total package with a motivated spirit and readiness to contribute. What is this talking about? It's talking about when I have the opportunity to speak to a recruiter, to send my CV or anything like that. You just want to always present yourself as a total package. Your CV can help you do that, right? Your CV can communicate that. Your cover letter can communicate the motivated spirit and readiness to, contribute. Remember, I said, let them get curious. When they are curious, they want to know you. If I am curious, I would want to know, right? So Amdari helps you achieve this. How do you become a complete package? Because there is a strategy to it, but the end goal is you become a complete package. You end up with a mindset that shows motivation and readiness to contribute. Companies want a vibe. Trust me, companies want a vibe. I would always say this with my bosses, like there is a vibe, there is this energy, right, that they want to get from you. Companies want that. If you're not passing that vibe check, the chances are they're very slim. It's the person that passes the vibe check that ends up getting hired. There's something called personality hire, trust me. Then you want to be brave and make a move. You never know what the outcome will be. What am I saying? Apply even when the company is not hiring. You know you're interested in working in this company. You know that your role can contribute to what they do. That means you need to do your due diligence. So even when they are not hiring, please apply. You don't need to see we are hiring before you try to take that bold step. It's like shooting your shot. So even when they are not, these are strategies that people don't think they can, implement, right? So if you think this is a strategy that you would love to try out, give me a thumbs up. Like applying even when organizations are not hiring. Thank you very much. Okay, then another one you should do is reverse engineer the job ads. Now, typically, you would see job vacancies on LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, or even when you visit Amdari job board. Amdari has a job board, 100%. We fetch jobs daily. Sorry, please. We fetch jobs daily. You can apply to jobs every time on Amdari. So one thing you can do is make sure that you reverse engineer the approach, the job description, and tailor your CV to fit that, right? So make sure that you jump on and reverse engineer it. Look at the requirements, description, and everything, and make sure that your own CV is tailored to cover that strength, because that's the strength they are looking for, right? So yes, another thing you want to do is want to apply to startups. They are always hiring. They would employ you. So because of time, I would speed things up. You also want to network with recruiters on LinkedIn, and then you want to research a company's pain point and pitch your strategy, like pitch what you can do to better improve their process. Trust me, if they have a need for that, you never can tell if you don't try, right? So apply all these strategies, and in 6 months, guys, thank me later. You can reach me via Amdari Instagram or my personal LinkedIn, either Amdari LinkedIn. Trust me, if you send a message, they will get it, or you will thank me in 6 months' time. Now, you say, okay, Omomi, I hear you. So you're saying for me to pass the vibe check, I need experience. Yes, you all got that earlier, right? You need experience. Now, how do you gain experience with Amdari? Guys, we are getting to the end of the session. So, sorry. How do you gain experience? It's by jumping on the Amdari Work Experience Internship. It's an internship program that spans for 6 months, right? It equips you with everything, every strategy that I have been mentioning. First, by pairing you, not just with a mentor, right? Not bringing a mentor for you, but making sure that the business problem that you're working on is of a real business. So we have business partners at Amdari. These business partners give us their unique business challenge. This business challenge is what we assign to you, and then you jump on it and you start working on it with your team. You typically have a team that you work with. Your team is where you get to like put heads together, brainstorm, and arrive at a solution for that business. And now presenting your solution to that business means you have to do a presentation to stakeholders, to your team lead, and all of that. And everything here equals impact, metrics, a better CV, a CV that shows measurable achievements, that shows collaboration, teamwork, right? You get to work with a team. You get to have somebody lead you, right? You get to optimize your CV and your LinkedIn, because we do that with you, not for you. Like, we make sure that we empower you all, like in all areas. So we are making sure that we hold your hands. We ensure that you're very accountable, you're very dedicated to the process. So this is how you get to like work as an intern at Amdari. And our internship covers all the career paths that I've been mentioning right from the get-go, like data analytics, data science, data engineering, cybersecurity, business analysis, project management, right? Financial analytics, and HR analytics. Pretty much every career path that I have mentioned on this call today, our internship covers all of it. Again, if you want me to mention it, I'll mention it again. Now, we have a job board on Amdari. On this job board, we fetch jobs every day, right? And I would love to like show you what the job board looks like. we fetch, I'll show you that briefly, but let me just quickly finish this presentation. So we fetch jobs every day on Amdari job board, and this job board allows you to see the different jobs and the different career paths that you can actually apply to. Again, every job on Amdari job board is 100% remote across US, UK, Canada. So it's not just local. So if you've been looking for opportunities in the US, trust me, this is your opportunity to start. Jump on Amdari, you have access to our job board. All the jobs that we gather on Amdari are gotten from all these platforms. So why do you need to go to Upwork to search for the latest project management vacancy, or Flex Jobs or Glassdoor? Like, that's too many trips. Why not just take one trip to one platform, and all of this is seen there? The same job you see on LinkedIn, you see on Amdari, the same job you see on Upwork. So why do you have to go through all this stress before you can just apply, when you can just take one? And interning at Amdari or applying for internship at Amdari gives you access to this job board, right? So we help you with total repackaging. Like, we repackage you and make you a complete package, like I mentioned earlier. So you go from having a project-based experience to becoming employable, right? So you get to work on 6 to 8 real-world projects. You get to work in a team collaboratively. You gain experience collaboratively when you work in a team. You get to network. You get to be mentored. We have industry experts as mentors. So we have skill sets dedicated mentors, and we have technical skill dedicated mentors, and then we have soft skill dedicated mentors. What do I mean by that? We have mentors for data science, data analytics, data engineering, project management, cybersecurity, experts like industry leading experts. And then we have the ones for global opportunity mentorship, stakeholder management mentorship. So we are making you a total package. Like I said earlier, we help you with your CV revamp. We know what recruiters want to see. We help you with that. We are not putting things you didn't do. No, you get it. Like I said, we know what they want to see. We empower you with what they want to see. Then we make it reflect on your CV and make it reflect on your LinkedIn. We do the same by helping you with one-on-one mentorship, career coaching, interview prep sessions, and mock interviews. So you're not just, oh, okay, this is what will typically happen in interviews. No, we will drill you to have that experience firsthand, right? So we bring experts on board who would now be the judge of that your mock interview. So we prepare you even before you have that mock interview. You have access to remote job board and online portfolio, as well as 2 years work reference letter. Remember, I said Amdari is registered in Canada, so your experience is an international experience, and your reference letter carries this, your CV carries this, your LinkedIn reflects this strength as well. So I would love you guys to, I mean, don't take my word for it. I would love you guys to hear from some of the interns that we have right now. So if you're here on the call with me, Seth. So Divine, if you're on the call, can you bring on the first person to speak? So I would love this interns to speak, and for you to hear from them as well, right? So Divine is going to allow us get to hear from them. So once they are ready, please just give me a thumbs up. Tomiwa, you might also want to just unmute, allow them to unmute so they can proceed. So if you're here, just type in that I'm ready to speak, and you would go. So these are feedbacks that we got from, the interns that we have currently at Amdari. This is one from Amelia, and she says, so far so good. The internship has been amazing. Right. So if you're ready to speak, can you unmute yourself and please go ahead? Thank you,
Good evening.
Joining us. Hi. Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, Present. All right, so guys, Present is one of our interns at Amdari. I would like him to introduce himself and talk about what the experience has been like. So Present, it's over to you. The floor is yours.
Mommy, thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. I'm calling from Nigeria, Abuja, Nigeria. So it's evening here. I am so excited to be a part of the Amdari. Can I turn on the camera? Okay, it's deactivated.
Yes, please. That would be lovely. Yes, please. That would be lovely.
I think the host deactivated everyone's camera.
Oh, okay. Tamiwa, can you please activate it so you can put it on? She'll do that now. So once you do, just give us a thumbs up so I can note. Okay,
Okay,
great.
okay. Good evening. So, can you see me? Yeah, yeah. So I'm sorry, we don't have it. There's a national grid issue in Nigeria, so we don't have light. So I mean, my name is Crescent. I'm in Abuja actually, and I joined the 16th November cohort. So it took me about 8 months. I did some training with some company. I signed up and we were able to do data analytics training. And then they did Excel, we did Power BI, we did MySQL. And then after that, that was the end. We had the certificate, and I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know. They say go to LinkedIn, do this one. You go to LinkedIn and you're confused. You don't even know what to post and all that. So I started searching how to go forward, how to get job at least, and then until I found I'm there on Facebook. I joined the training just like this. I joined the section with FMNR just like this, and I signed up in 16th. I signed up in November, and we started the internship on 16th. And it's been so amazing. We've worked on several projects. It's been mind blowing. It has taken my confidence level from 0 to like 100, because I can confidently call myself a data analyst as we speak. In that November, after signing up, we started with the first project, because I think the way they did it, you have to start from the easier one to the higher one to the tougher one, and then all of that. So we started with this Excel project. They gave us one company gave us that reached out to us and gave us their business problem. It's a logistic company, and they were having so much negative feedback from their customers, and they didn't actually know what all of that was. So they gave us their challenges. We asked them some business questions, and then we were able to get those data they gave us, and we were able to do some deep dive, did some analysis on it, and we were able to discover that their major challenge were due to delays. They were having so much delays in deliveries. They had so much backlogs. They were not delivering customers items on time, because it's a logistic company. So obviously, if you're not delivering customers stuff on time, there's no way they can give you positive feedback. So they were getting those negative feedback because of those delays. And we're even able to do a more deep dive on those delays. Let's know how these delays come about, what is causing these delays, and we're able to discover that these companies, they make use of trucks, they make use of vans, they make use of bikes. And then we're able to look at each of these, which one gives them the highest average delay. We're able to also look at the route that the dispatchers use. Let's know which of the routes is faster. We're able to discover that these companies, they have different rules for delivery. They have the expedite delivery, they have the standard delivery. That the expedite delivery is for like urgent deliveries. They allocate more resources to those expedite deliveries and all that. So we were able to see that even that expedite delivery even causes more delay than the standard delivery. So we're able to recommend to them to just focus more on the standard delivery and all that. So we're able to take a look at the drivers. We're able to see that one of us, we're able to see some of the drivers that have the highest delays. We're able to recommend to them to kind of allocate more resources to training these drivers, talking to them, and also allocate more resources, repairing their bikes, making sure that the bikes are in good shape. So many recommendations and all of that. I'm sure with all of those recommendations, the company actually is doing better now. And in that project, I was able to learn something that I didn't even learn all through my training period with the other company in 8 months. There's this thing with Excel, because we made use of Excel, just Excel, in analyzing that logistic company's data. So I was able to learn how to automate, something called Power Script. Is something that's probably a lot of persons do not know. So I was able to learn it in that very first week of signing up and starting the internship, that you can actually automate some repetitive tasks you do in your office without having to, like something that will take you 2 to 3 hours to do, you can just automate it in Excel. And then once that task comes up, Excel does it for you in 2 to 3 seconds. And it was amazing. We were able to learn a whole lot. And then in December, we did another project. Another company came. In fact, that was the best project ever that I've done. I'm sure better ones are coming, but so far, that was the best one because we had this challenge from a bank. The marketing team of the bank, Nova Trust Bank, they were supposed to do some marketing to a certain group of customers of the bank. But this time, not just anyhow customers, they wanted those customers that opened their account as students. So they want to target the student customer, but now those people have transitioned into the workforce. They were students when they opened their accounts, but they are now working in different companies. So the marketing team wants to target those particular students and market some of the banking products and services to them. So they wanted us to help them get those customers that meet those requirements, and not just those ones that are students, but they also want to make sure that those people are already working and they've earned salary for at least 10 times, and not just salary, but they are earning up to 200,000 in wherever they are working, in any industry that they are working, so that they will know the kind of products they are marketing to them. They are sure that those customers are able to afford those banking services and all that. So they now ask us to categorize those previous students into different categories. They want to see those that are earning between 200 to 300,000, those earning from 300 to 400, from 400 to 600, and just like that. So we took up these tasks, and this time it was no longer just Excel, because as you can see from the project, it's not something that Excel alone can do. So we had to bring in SQL Server. And during my training in the other company, I learned my SQL. But this task is not something that my SQL can do, because SQL Server is actually better than stronger than my SQL, because I tried to use my SQL that I know, but it didn't work. A lot of things were not working. The bits were not, corresponding and all that. I had to quickly learn SQL Server in Andare immediately for me to be able to do that project, because the project, everything is on SQL Server. So we're able to do all the analysis, bring out, extract that exact information that is needed. Then we're able to move it to Excel, and then move it to Power BI to do the analysis, profile, do the analysis, get the insights, and be able to provide solution to the bank. And we're able to solve all of these and give the marketing team of the bank the information they needed. We're able to prepare these technical reports, and then do a PowerPoint presentation to the stakeholders and be able to present to them. And that was really amazing. It was mind-blowing, I must say. And then we have this thing in Adare where they
Thank
group
you.
us into different. Okay, my
Okay,
time
go
is
ahead,
up.
go ahead. No, just go
Okay.
ahead. Just speak to that before.
Okay, so we have this thing that they group us into different teams. You have supervisor Isabella. She's been amazing. In fact, she makes the whole thing so sweet. She makes you want to rush to make sure you're going to meeting, to section, to stand-up meeting, because we used to have stand-up meeting every I think Mondays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. So she makes you want to go there, because you're going to express yourself. We tell stories, you tell what's your challenges and all of that. So it's been mind blowing. I think it would have been terrible for me as a data analyst if I didn't sign up on Amdare. And I'm so grateful that I was able to sign up. And it's been an amazing experience. And already, I think I saw in my email, Isabella already sent a project for January, but though I've not checked it. But for Monday, I believe we are going to start it. So I'm really grateful. Thank you so much, Amdare.
Thank you very, very much, Crescent. That was amazing. Like, guys, Crescent was in this position just few months ago in November. And one thing I picked from everything that Crescent has said, and please give me a thumbs up if you agree with me. I could see confidence. I could see excitement. Crescent spoke from different points of experience, like scenario. He was talking about different companies that they have worked on ever since he joined us and started his internship. This is what happens when you go for an interview. And you can see the level of impact that they have made. He talked about the business problem, the challenge. This is what experience gives you. This is what this is what an internship like this gives you. So that was why I said, don't take my word for it. Crescent is exactly a professional like yourself who is here. He's not a team member at Amdari. He has benefited from the internship and he's giving us from his experience so far. And to be honest, I cannot be more proud, like listening and hearing him share this. And again, confidence was top notch, place of experience, impact, and all of that. So thank you so much, Crescent, for sharing this part of you with us today. So I think Stephen is ready for us. Stephen or Samit.
I think we should just, before we go into more testimonials, all right?
Okay.
Edwards, telling them go next and next, and then after that we can take more testimonials. Is that okay?
Okay. Yes, that's fine. So Stephen, I'll come to you. So the next cohort is starting on the 8th of February, and we have another one after that, which is in March. So if you are looking to join us in February, just give me a thumbs. If you're looking to join Amdari's internship program, just give me a thumbs up. Thanks, Stephanie. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, Joseph. Thanks, Ephraim. You know that this internship is what you have been looking for. It's what you need. Just give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Everybody, Tokumi, Emmanuel, I see your reactions. I'll come to you shortly. Sorry, Emmanuel.
Yes. Yeah, sorry. Hello, with me. Sorry, yeah. I forgot to say something that is very personal to me. I think I also forgot to mention that. Sorry, can you hear me? I also forget to mention that Amdari actually offers these recommendation, because I was applying to some schools in the UK and all of that. So they were able to help me with all the recommendation that I needed to apply to all of those schools, both in the US. And it's something that's really amazing. If I wasn't in this internship, it would have been difficult, because some of those schools wanted job experience recommendation and not academic recommendation. And I was able to get it here. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Thank you very much for chipping that in, Crescent. Thank you so much. So guys, I mean, you heard it from Crescent. We give recommendations. So we just make you a total package. We make you job ready. We make you ready for the next phase of your career. So the next internship is starting on the 8th of February. So if you'd like to join us, this is your chance to secure your spot. These are all the career paths that we cover. Like I mentioned, for everyone on this call, we cater to a career path that relates to you, whether you're a data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, HR analyst, financial analyst, cybersecurity analyst, project manager, and business analyst, right? And the fee for enrolling is actually $450, but you can start with $90 and pay and split the remaining across the 4 months that you have. So that means you can pay in 5 installments, right? And again, this is a perfect investment for your career, right? Because at the end of the day, what you get off the program is so much more that you bargained for. You've heard from Crescent, and you're still going to hear from Stephen. So this internship is $450. Original price is $600, but we are slashing it by 20%. Okay, hello, sir, you want to speak?
All right, yeah, thanks a lot for that, Samomi. Good evening, everyone on the call. Depending on your time zone, good morning, good evening, depending on wherever you're joining from. So I think Omomi has done justice to the session for today. I just wanted to share my own 2 cents about getting started. So my name is Ifemena April, and part of the co-founders of Amdari, okay? I'll do a bit more introduction about myself as we go on in the session. But I just want to talk more about, what we're trying to build here for everyone on the call. So if you've ever tried to learn by yourself, anybody, you can, learning now is the easiest thing you can do. Honestly speaking, it's easily accessible. So you can go on YouTube, you can go on Coursera, you can go on Udemy, you can go anywhere to go, learn the skills that you want to learn. But the key question is, in order for you to get a job, you need work experience to get this job, correct? Now the key question is, where did you get this work experience? And I'm absolutely, I was very proud of Chris, and when he came up to speak about his experience in just about 2 months of him working on different projects. He has been able, you could literally, Omomi resounded the same thing, was the confidence in what it was saying, what it was selling, what it was talking about, the experience, what he did, the business problem, and how he was able to offer recommendations to the business. Now, just to keep a tip of the iceberg, Omomi went through the internship, how we come about these projects. Now, these projects are real life projects. Now, I was for the projects Christian worked on, the two projects he worked on. One of the startup is based in the UK. The logistic company is based in the UK, and the other company, Nova Trust Bank, which is obviously the name of the business is not Nova Trust Bank. They actually, I'm not going to share the name of the business, but that other business, the banking business, is actually based in Ireland, an island business. So if you know anybody that relocates outside the country, everybody that is relocating out, it's difficult for you to get a bank. It's different for you to get a normal savings account or a checking account or whatever the case might be. So the majority of these banks actually have student bank. Okay, so that's one of the major challenges that they have. How do we, after schooling, after you finish your school, you get your work permit, you move from a student account to an actual savings account. But you see, a lot of these people are moving out of their own bank, that student bank, and going to get another bank to get a savings account. Do you understand? So we're looking at ways they can actually market to these students. Do you understand what I'm saying? So these projects you're going to be working on are not fictitious projects, are not projects that you get on Kaggle or you get on Google or you randomly, come across somewhere. These are very real-time projects, real-time organizations that you're going to be working on. Now, the discount is only for 20 people. You can see we actually want to run a very close-knit internship so that you get personal feedback, you get personalized feedback, you get personal, everything is personalized, from the CV review to your LinkedIn optimization to all the things that you've been working on are all personalized. So you get that feeling that you're learning and you're also getting experience while you're learning. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you see, the discount is only available for the first 20 people. I mean, we're over 200 people on the call at the start of the session. It's only available for the first 20 people to register. Now, we are doing an early bird discount. This program is the next internship is going to start on the 8th of February. Okay. For the 8th of February, okay, we're running an early bird discount. Now, like I said, it's 25% discount. This usually will go for $600, but we're running that 25% discount to encourage people to register early, to get you prepped up before the internship actually starts. So we're running for $450. So the current price, because of the discounts, is $450. Now we've even added another benefit on top. Okay, you don't have to pay $450 now to get started. All right, you can pay for a month. Okay, and all you need to pay now is $90. So you can actually pay in 5 installments rather than paying, you taking out $450 at once is a lot. All you need to do now is take out $90 to get started today. All you need to pay today to get registered for the internship program that is starting is $90. All right, and there are so many perks that you get from this. Number one is 6 months internship. You will get to work on an average of 8 projects cutting across different industries, different technologies, different experiences. You get access to an exclusive remote job board. Okay, so rather than you going around looking for where you can get a remote job, we have everything in-house, in here. All right, you have everything access. You have access to all the remote opportunities that you get on FlexJob, LinkedIn, and so on and so forth. Online portfolio builder. We have our own portfolio builder. Our mom is going to show that with you. We're also going to share with you the remote job board in a few seconds. You get access to employability sessions where you get to review your CV, personal review your CV, your LinkedIn profile, job strategies that you can deploy in order for you to get a job. So all these things are, and alongside other bouquet of services that we offer are added together to ensure that you get access to the experience that you need to get a job. All right. So the key thing here is, if you need to get a job, you need experience to get a job. If you go on any sites, okay, you'll find out that certifications are dying slowly. Okay, if you go on any job board anywhere, you see people looking for 2 to 3 years of experience, 5 years experience. You see clearly, you see an intern position, you see some intern position actually still need you to have experience to get internship. All right. So I had a friend of mine, I would say a friend, okay, turned a friend now, met last year, currently just moved to the US, looking to get a job. there was a position with Dell in the US. It was an internship position for masters students, people doing their masters or whatever, masters and what do you call this program again? MBA, okay? The masters, MBA students and all that. And guess what? The internship position needs you to have gotten experience. All right. It was the internship needed you to have experience. So, every work you're going to be looking for, in 2025, experience is that thing that sets you apart from every other person. So if you're looking at getting started, it's just as little as $90 today to get started. All right. So secure your discount, get started. Bear in mind that it's only available for the first 20 people. All right, and it's not available for life. It's not available till the end of the year. Okay, so if you want to hit the ground running this year, I would say you should start as soon as possible. So we offer 8 career paths. More is going to be coming in the future. All right, so we have data analytics, we have data science, data engineering, financial analytics, HR analytics, business analysis, project management, and cybersecurity. Now, another fun thing that you can actually do is to do it with your friend. Okay, do with a friend of yours. Okay, so in the cohorts that we are running at the moment, we have people that are friends, okay, that join the programs together, they're joining the program, the internship together, and they're working together. And you could see how the two of them are pushing each other. Okay, so if you have a friend of yours that is looking to get experience, you've been looking for this kind of opportunity where you can learn, gain experience, and use that experience to get a job. That's exactly what we're trying to do here. So I'll hand it over back to Omomi to walk you through the platform, show you the job board, the remote job board, the portfolio that you get for free, part of the packet that you get. It's US dollars, it's not Canadian dollars. If it's Canadian dollars, you would see CAD. So that's CAD is Canadian dollars. All right. Software development is going to be coming in the future. We would have different internships for software development, UI, UX, and so on and so forth. So if you have friends, you could ask them to follow us. That will be coming out in the future. But for now, these are the 8 career paths that we have offering at this point in time. So to get started, all you need to start now is $90. So Omomi, please, I'll hand over back to you to walk them through how they can actually make payments. Then we walk them through the platform. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much for that, sir. So you've already heard everything regarding the pricing and how you can split it across 5 months, right? So you don't need to pay everything at once, just split it. And I have been dropping links to each of the career paths. My colleague is going to drop a link to everything all together for you, so you can just easily access it. Now I'll stop sharing this screen so I can show you the platform and how you can. Just a minute. Sorry. So so we'll take a look at how you can easily make payments on Amdari platform, right? So can you see my screen now, guys? Just give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen. Okay, great. All right. So now this is the Amdari website, and you can see that you can gain real world experience, work as an intern, and get your interview prep sessions done as well, right? So when you want to pay for an internship on Amdari, you come to Rave by Amdari right here at the top. So when you come to Rave by Amdari, you're redirected to this page that shows you details about the internship, expectations, pretty much everything we have talked about here today, including the different career paths that you are aware of, again, that we have mentioned. So I am going to click on see more so that you see again, you can take your time to just come and just visit the website, create an account. In fact, just click on www.amdari.io. It's a very simple and direct website. So just www.amdari.io, and you will be redirected to this website where you can see everything regarding what's every information that backs everything that we've also discussed here today. So now when I come back to the website, let's say I want to apply for data analytics. I click on data analytics, right? I can see a brief about the internship, the tools, an overview. That's why I should enroll for the internship, the tools that I will learn, what I will gain, pretty much everything that backs up what we've discussed here today. You can have a better view of the tools as well. And when you join us, we don't refer to our interns as interns. We prefer to refer to you as a consultant. And that's because we don't want to undermine the level of experience you're gaining here. So because we're taking you from beginner to advanced, it's immersive, it's very robust, it's all encompassing. So it's just you starting from a beginner to being like super amazing. So we don't really use the word intern. So we call you data analytics consultant, cybersecurity consultant, project management consultant, and all of that. So it's for 6 months, it's 100% remote, and it's beginner friendly, right? And you learn skills from hard skills to soft skills like critical thinking, problem solving, data analytics. Again, for every other career path, you can easily check out all here. Like I said, it's for all cybersecurity, financial analytics. If I click on cybersecurity, for example, I'll be able to see all the tools that I would learn as a cybersecurity expert. Again, the same information, I mean, similar information collected or tailored to your career path. And let's say I click on apply and I want to apply for this internship. I type in my name. Let me just type Omo. And then I type in a surname. Let me just type Sam. And then I select my gender. And then I type in my email address, gmail.com. And then I type in my phone number, including my country code. And then I click on submit. I'll select my location. Let me just click on Albania, my current status, career switch, because most people on this call fall in that category. I want to apply for cybersecurity, career experience internship. I want to start in February. And I heard about you from Ikemena. So I'll click on next. My level of education, I select bachelor's. Where I am authorized to work, I select Albania. Again, it's just an information I would just love to gather, right? This is an important part. It is the part that says recruiters use Rave by Amdari to connect with potential candidates about open roles. Do you consent to us sharing your profile? The reason why we ask this information is because we've been able to peer people in the past with organizations. So if for whatever reason an organization reaches out to us and says, oh, we want to help you, we know you have a pool of talent and we would like to, onboard people or hire people from your pool of talent, how do we go about that? If we have your consent and it says yes, allow recruiters to view my profile, your profile will be amongst the ones we share with them. If it says no, we won't be sharing. So we need permission to be able to do that. Then I am done filling my form and I click on submit and I am redirected to where I can make payment. So because I am automatically redirected to where I can make payment, I'll get to see this page, as you can see right here. I'll get to see this page. So cybersecurity, remember I applied for cybersecurity. So it's showing in Nigerian currency. You can easily, someone said Ghana cedis is not here. You can easily switch your currency from here. So I get to just toggle it whenever I just want to switch. So for $50, this is the price. You can pay in 5 tranches. So you get to pay 90, 90, 90 every month, right? If you want to see it in Ghana cedis, for the person that asked, this is the Ghana cedi right here. Okay, I guess it's not supported, but we'll look into that. But yeah, you can just switch the location. You can pay even in other currencies like pounds and the like. So just select and to show you the currency and you can pay in that currency. So that's how easy. Just secure your spot. When you click on this, you just secure your spot and you are automatically redirected to where you can make payments. Now back to the Amdari website. Sorry, please. Let's go to, so I can show you the dashboard and the portfolio websites because these are two. So I'll just quickly show us the job board right now. This job board shows you the jobs available, like that's listings, the vacancies that you can apply to now. This is my dashboard as a user on Amdari. I have worked on I've started working on 14 projects and I have completed 3, right? And yeah, we have hackathons as well coming soon. So I've completed 3. I can see that I have access to 6 free projects, 2 under each category, as you can see here. Now let's come to the job board first, right? When I come to the job board, I am able to see the different jobs that the companies that are hiring at the moment, right? So now I am redirected to this page. I can see operations and business analyst. The company hiring is Alton. It's in Houston, Texas, and this job was posted 12 hours ago. It is full-time and it is remote. What this automatically means is I can apply to this job if I am in the US, UK, or Canada. My location does not matter. I can easily apply to this job. You can see this role is for an applications analyst. Remember, we mentioned the fact that as a professional, as a data professional, there are different aspects that you can apply to, right? So this is clinical business analyst, and this is business analyst, this is engineering business analyst, this is data scientist, as you can see, this is data engineer. Again, every job on Amdari remote job board is 100% remote, right? So it's not, oh, they will need you to already start resuming physically and everything like that. And who knows, luck might be on your side. When you get the remote job, you get your leg in the door. You might get lucky and get like a, visa sponsorship type of, invite, and you go there. You never can tell how lucky you can be. So that's why we always tell people, just try and make sure you have access to stuff like this, stuff that Amdari presents you with, right? So you can easily search by country. Let's say I want to search for jobs in UK. You can see that this is a job that's cybersecurity, and it's in, well, UK pronunciation is very funny, so more weak or something like that. So yeah, this job is in the UK. I can easily apply there. Let's say I type USA. Okay, I need to type United. So this is in Colombia. This was posted 12 hours ago, United States. This is Illinois. This is Leeds, England. This is United States. This is yeah, so you can easily apply, like I said. So let's say I want to check for data analytics jobs. Let's say data analyst. So business data analyst, entry-level data analyst, or data engineer, research data analyst. Let's say I change it to engineer. I'll just do this one last one. You can see, and they are all remote, 12 hours ago, 6 days ago. You can just easily, a location and the name of the company. And you can see that all the jobs are gotten from all of these platforms: LinkedIn, Wellfound, FlexJobs, GitHub. So you can easily, like I said, apply to jobs. You don't need to go to different platforms. Now let's check out a user portfolio on Amdari and what it looks like. This is a user portfolio. This is my account as a user. I can easily edit my profile and just add things that I want to add. It's so easy. And that's how amazing the platform is. So I can easily apply. You can see my projects. This is my portfolio. This is like a portfolio website. This is my work experience. This is my education. I can add as many as I want, right? You can see I can add more by clicking on add, company, title, industry, and my job description. Let's say I want to add Amdari in. Let's say I want to say I'm a data engineer. Let's say I work in, the industry is IT. Let me bullet point this. This is a test. Sorry, I'll just copy and paste it across just for the purpose of this call. And I paste, and then I click on save. Let me get rid of this. And then I click on save, upload. Okay, sorry, I didn't fill in some fields. Yes, so you can see it says job experience and dates not filled. So I type in the date. Okay. So yeah, and then I say I still work here, and then I update it. It's that easy. Hey, yes, I didn't fill in a particular one. Okay, so not to take your time.
I think you're just missing out. You're just missing out some steps in the registration process. Okay.
So
all right.
That's how
thank you very much for that, Amon. Thank you very much. So guys, I think Amon, please could you just allow me to share my screen for a few minutes?
Yes, I'll stop sharing now.
All right, guys. Thank you. If you've had a wonderful time so far, please just give me a thumbs up in the chat, or just react with a thumbs up, please. All right. We're starting this year big, okay? And I'm pretty sure you also want to start the year very big. So we're going to be talking, and that's the reason why we started Amdari, and that's why we're going full throttle this year to see how we can help more Nigerians, more Africans, literally anywhere in the world, acquire the required skills they need to get a job. Now, the question I want to ask you here is, the question that is puzzling for everybody is, which one comes first? Okay, which one comes first? The chicken or the egg? Which one comes first? So there's a major debate online anywhere you find yourself. People would say the egg comes before the chicken. Some people would say the chicken has to lay the egg. So everybody comes before. Now, the key question is, you need to get a job. Okay, you need to get a job this year. You want to either your career transitioning, you want to move from one career path to another career path, or you're looking at transitioning, or you're looking to even just entering the workforce, or you just recently relocated, or you know somebody that just relocated and needs a job. Okay, so you find a lot of people saying, "Oh, you need to get a UK experience to get a job in the UK. You need Canada experience to get a job in Canada. You need US experience to get a job in US." So there are quite a number of quite a number of places where experience has now become the gold, okay, has become the major resource that you need to have in order for you to get a job. And the question is not where did you train or where did you learn. Among we said something very sacrosanct, and what that was the fact that you know people, it's easy for you to learn. All right, you can actually learn from anywhere at this point in time. But you see, when you go for an interview and they're asking you questions about your experience, and you're talking about, oh, I know how to use Excel, oh, I know how to do VLOOKUP, or I know how to use index match, oh, I know how to use Python, I know how to use pandas. That's not the question. The question is, what have you used these tools to solve? What problems have you solved before? And that's exactly where experience comes in. Okay. And we still have other people on the call that we're still going to listen to, share their own experience about their internship experience and so on and so forth. So the key thing here is getting started. Okay. The key question here is, how do you start? How do you gain this experience? That's exactly what we're going to be talking about. So if you're looking at getting started, okay, all you need to do is register now. So I'm just going to take the next 5 minutes, then we will take questions and answers, then we call it a day. All right. So if you're looking at getting started, Omomi has walked us through the best way. All you need to go to amdari.io. Okay, simple, straightforward. Go to the website and you'd see Rave by Amdari. Okay, so Rave is actually an acronym. Okay, so an acronym that stands for Remote Apprenticeship Virtual Experience. Okay, so the key thing here is you gaining as much experience across different space, across different industries, virtually. Okay, so you don't need to look for where you are looking for free internship. You'll find out that even it's so difficult to even get a place where you will do free internship. It's actually very difficult. So now the key question is, where do you get this experience? If nobody wants to hire you to do free internship, nobody wants to get you internship. Even like I said earlier, some internship wants you to have experience before you even apply for them. Now, where did you get this experience? Where did you get this experience from? That's exactly what we're doing here for you. So across the 8 career paths, from cybersecurity to data engineering to data analyst, data science, project management, business analysis, and all the career paths that we have going on at the moment, even looking at getting started is as simple as registering. Okay, so just start. Okay, start. We have a program, we have a session starting, we have a cohort starting on the 8th of February. The next one, so if February is not conducive enough for you, you want to start in March, we have another one starting on the 8th of March 2025. Okay, so we have all the career paths. Like I said earlier, we're still likely going to be adding more, okay, in the future, but even looking at getting started now, please start as soon as possible. All right, so we have all these career paths. So if you're interested, Omomi has walked us through how you can actually make payments. All you need to do is just click on apply now. That's it. Okay, so go to the website, click on Rave by Amdari, select your preferred career path, okay, and click on apply now. That's as simple as that. So once you've done that, okay, another fast way for you to do this is to go straight. This link is already in the chat. So my colleague Tomiwa has been dropping the link. She's going to drop it one more time. Okay, she's been dropping it on the link in the chat. So all you need to do is just simple. Also click on the link. Once you click on the link, it's going to show you the preferred career path you want to go into. So if you're looking at data science, data analytics, click on data analytics. Now, we offer different tranches in payment. Okay, so Omomi has already told you how you can change your transactions to your local currency. So if you're in the US and you want to do it in US dollars, fine. If you're in the UK, you want to do it in dollars, in pounds. All right, so that's GBP, GPP. Okay, so you can do it in pounds, so that's 400 pounds, 405 pounds. Okay, so if your monthly payment is 81 pounds, so that's like your, I don't know, that's like if you go out with your friends for the night, that's likely what you will spend. So one night of pizza, drinks, and all the things that you eat, you could actually use to gain the experience that you need. All right, and if you are in Nigeria looking at getting started, you could also pay in Naira. All right, now Like I said, you can pay in Naira, you can pay in multiple 5 installments. So rather than you paying, the whole full 800,000 Naira at a go, you can actually break it down into 5 installments of 160,000 Naira. 160,110 Naira, okay, on a monthly basis. So it makes it more conducive for you to actually pay the money, all right, and gain the experience. So it's not you dropping a whole chunk of money at once and saying that, okay, all right, I need to part ways with all this money. All right, so the thing here is we are solving a critical problem, okay? So anywhere you find yourself, you want to transition, you have experience, and you're looking to transition into a new career, how do you get this experience? Now, for example, I have always been a data analyst. I wanted to move into data science at one point. What did I do? Started working on projects. Did I have to go to learn again data science because I had experience in data analytics? All I did was to work on projects in data science, and I was opportune to be able to get a job as a data scientist. Also, in the same vein, I wanted to go from data science to data engineering. Do I need to go back to school to go learn data engineering? No. What did I do? Started working on projects in data engineering, and I was able to get a job in data as a data engineer. Same thing in Power Platform, and that's how my career has actually been, working on projects and using those project experience to land future jobs, to land the next job, the next best job, so on and so forth. So if you're looking at getting started, guys, all you need to do is register. Okay, get started. So once you've completed your payment, you will have to, there's a registration form that will be sent to your email. All right, and we'll need you to fill the registration form. Okay, and I will need you to fill the registration. So once you've made payment, a link will be sent to you, a confirmation email will be sent to you. You need to fill the form, okay, for us to confirm your payments. Then we'll start to walk around the getting you onboarded and so on and so forth. So if you've had a wonderful time today, please guys, I want you guys to give me a thumbs up real quick. All right, then we'll take one more testimonials from one of our interns. Who is the next person among me?
Okay. Hi, Stephen. Are you still with us?
Oh, Stephen. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Stephen, are you here?
Yes, Stephen is here. I've seen him already.
Oh, awesome. Thanks very much for staying to this point. All right, please go ahead. The floor is yours. And you can turn on your video like you did earlier.
Everyone, good evening and good morning. Like if I say wherever you are, good day to you. So my name is Chukwuinke Stephen Osamizu. I am one of the data engineer intern. So I signed up for the November cohort. So my journey so far started 2023. I was part of their training section, training course, which was with Analytics, where I started my data engineering career. And it started well, but due to my work, I wasn't able to really follow up as I would love to. And during that journey was when they introduced Amdari. And I think I was privileged to be one of the persons to have kind of shown interest in it and said, okay, yeah, it's something we're looking at, and this is what I'm looking at. When Amdari was launched, I was really happy because I saw so many amazing projects. And as Ifemena will always say, it's the projects that really builds you. So you can learn how to use these tools, but if you don't know exactly how to use them in terms of the job, then it's of no use. For me, I've bought so many online courses. I've learned so many, but it all stays there. So the thing is, after learning, what's the next thing you need to do? What's the next phase? I don't know. So when this opportunity came, I just jumped into it, to be honest. I just paid for it. I think the only question I asked, remembering asking Ifemena was for someone who has little or no experience, if it's worth doing the internship. And he said something, he said, yes, it is, but there is a catch. And the catch is you would have to do like ×3 of the whole learning process, which I decided for myself that I was going to do that. And that's how I started. And the first project was good. We had a demo that we used, but the thing is that they always tweak it. So it's not like it's the same thing, but it kind of gave that initial stage that, okay, it's something I could do. And there was a lot I learned from it. And I was impressed because, like I always say, that was my first end-to-end project. So it was wonderful for me. And I always give myself a pat on the back. And another beautiful thing is spending time on a project. I stayed from like, let's say 11 a.m. till about 5 in the morning trying to do a project, especially in terms of debugging. There's so much that if I see an error, it's easy for me to debug because I've spent so many hours. And the ability to debug errors is one wonderful thing in terms of programming. Another thing is the way it started was the first project we had was a beginner project, which was more like introducing us to get familiarized. Like, this is how the project is going to be. And we all got settled. I think the first one, everybody in my team or in our group really got that sorted. But the second one, which was the intermediate, was quite challenging. And the thing is, the project was done on AWS, but when we had to do ours, we had to do it on Docker. And in my head, like, Docker, to be honest, I've never heard of it. So that was the first time I heard of what Docker was. And I had to do it. And another good thing was we had a wonderful mentor, Chinyere. She was really passionate about that. She was really supportive. And the good thing is every time you call on her, she's ready to support. And that's another thing I did ask Efemena if we would have someone to support us throughout the journey. And he said yes. And to be honest, that was the case. So we had a mentor that was there to support us. In fact, it's bad because she's the one chasing us when it's supposed to be the other way around. We're supposed to be chasing her, but she's the one chasing us. And the other thing I want to say is, because I kind of jotted some things, during the process or during this journey, I've been able to learn new skills. I've been able to know how to use ChatGPT to resolve some of these issues that I get along the line in terms of troubleshooting. And also, I don't want to really talk about the project itself, but I want to talk about what I've actually gained. And so, to be honest, it's cheap for what you get. I'll tell you the truth. This is one of the cheapest I've paid in terms of learning. I've learned data analysis in two other places even before I came here, and I've spent over £700. There are some I've spent over £1,000. So in terms of what they're giving me now, in fact, the first day I listened to them, I just said, this is my last bus stop. This is where I'm going to stop because everything I've ever wanted, I got. And to be honest, I stopped here. I'm not kidding you. I stopped here because everything you will get, especially the support, you see them coming to say, this is what we have to. They bring in everything. Like they also say, you don't need to go to all other platforms trying to look for a job. They brought everything to you. You just go there, you just get what you need. And another thing is, in terms of what they have to offer, I think I would recommend them anytime, any day. Not just that, but by saying, I called a friend of mine who just got into this country and she was doing support. And I've known this person right from Nigeria where we schooled, and she was very good in IT. And I spoke to her, I said, listen, you don't need to do this. There's something I want to introduce you to. And I said, listen, don't worry about the payment. I will pay for you. All I just need you to say is, I am willing to do it. I'm not just saying it. I did invite her into this program, but maybe because of work, she can't attend. But it's something I would do because of what they gave to me. I'm not going to tell somebody to come into somewhere I'm not enjoying. Why would I be and tell somebody to come into? No, it's not what I could have said, go somewhere else. No, but this is the place. That is the place. They've spoken a lot. There's a lot you've heard. There's a lot to take. It's not just jump into it. I did jump into it. For me, I just go into it and I'm like, okay, yes. And I'm not regretting. I'm not regretting anything. And by the time this internship will finish, I would have done up to at least 5 or 6 projects. And the good thing is, when you go for a job interview, they ask you what project you've done. You say, another thing, they ask you, what were your challenges? And like Omomi was saying, someone said, oh, I just make some fictional assumption in my CV. So you know the challenges you face on each of your projects. So it's easy. And these employers or interviews, they will know because it's flowing like, okay, this is what these are my problems, or these are the problems I face, these were the blockers. And the next thing is, how did you resolve them? And you could easily say, this is how I resolve them, because you've actually worked on that. And I'm talking about 5 to 6 projects, but on Amdari website, you have over 20 to 50 or more than projects that you can still learn. So you don't need to go other places like, oh, where would I look for projects? No, Amdari has projects that cuts across different sectors. So by the time you finish 20 projects, man, your portfolio is full. Your portfolio is full, and recruiters will always want you. Another thing I would say that I also love, which they did, was the CV optimization. They helped us to optimize our CV. We had a session, and also in terms of the LinkedIn profile, how to set up your LinkedIn, make it more professional, and also your portfolio. So these are the things. They don't just tell you, some organizations will just tell you, come in. The moment you're in, that's it. You're done. They don't have the time. But they bring you in, they support you all the way. And funny enough, they push you, because if at the end of the day, you're not really working up to your expectations, they ask, what are your blockers? What are your challenges? And there is always someone there always there to support you, to say, okay, how can we help? And I think in any way you want to go, you want somebody that is always available to support or available to help. And I think so far so good. My journey has been wonderful, from me not knowing how I would start a project end to end, to knowing how to do an end-to-end project. And by Monday, it's going to be our 3rd project. So it's beautiful. And now I know how to really use GitHub. I know how to use GitHub. So the next one, we've done 2, which is individual based. And I think the 3rd one is going to be like a teamwork. So we know how to use GitHub. How everybody works on GitHub the same time. And another thing is, we were divided into groups. In my group, I'm the team lead, but there's someone in the group that has more knowledge than I am, and there is someone in the group that doesn't really have more knowledge. So we've been able to support ourselves. So mine is to get everybody into the session, to make sure everybody attends the session, and the other guy that has more knowledge, he's there to say, okay, what have you done? What are your challenges, to support? And the other guy that really is not really up to the level, we always bring him up to say, listen, anytime, any day, just give me a chat. I will be on the system and I will support you. So apart from having support from our mentors, we also support ourselves. And I think there is nothing much to say. There's nothing much I could ask, but this is a place to be. This is where I would urge anyone who's thinking of it. And the good thing is, you guys have 5 instruments. We didn't have 5 instruments. We had to pay like that, but it's brilliant. They're giving you wonderful platform. They're giving you everything you would need out there. I tell you, just stick with them. You won't have any regrets. Thank you very much.
Absolutely awesome. Thanks a lot for this. Thanks a lot for that, Stephen. Really, really resonates so much with me. Are you trying to say something?
No. I think I've covered everything I wanted to say.
All right. Yeah. Thanks a lot for that, Stephen. Really appreciate you taking our time out of today's Saturday. Pretty sure it's late in your time also. Yeah. So thanks a lot for taking our time to share your experience. Appreciate that. Thanks. All right. Yeah. So I know we've taken way past our normal time. Okay. We wanted to do this in 2 hours, but we are like 34 minutes over time. So what I would say is, I know a lot of you have questions. Okay. So what we're going to be doing this week is, we're going to be having one-on-one sessions. Okay, where you can actually book. So speak with either myself or Omowumi. You can speak with Omowumi. You can speak with myself. And we have other experts, other career-oriented experts that you could also speak to, that would nudge you in the right direction. Okay, so if you're looking at getting started and you have other questions that you want to ask, I'm pretty sure everybody, I can see Francis, Zainab, Timmy, Olubumi, I see a lot of people having questions. You have questions, and I know you have those questions, and you want to ask those questions, but we don't have enough time to take all the questions on the call. So what I would recommend is you could book a one-on-one session where you can actually speak to us personally. Okay, all right. There's not going to be presentations. It's just going to be we answering your questions. Okay, so we're going to be having that this week. Okay, so if you want to take that, if you want to be a part of that, make sure you have filled the attendance form. So my colleague is going to drop the attendance form again for you to fill. Okay, so once you fill the attendance form, we would definitely reach out to you. You get an email with the slides, the presentations, the recording of the session. You get access to all that. In the same vein, it also gets you the link to where you can book the one-on-one session. Now, you can share this with anybody. You can share the link with anybody that wants to offer more, that has any question about getting started, about the internship, and so on and so forth. Please ensure that you fill the attendance, because without the attendance, there's no way that we can actually reach out to you. Okay, so fill the attendance form so that we can actually send this information to you and you can get started. So thank you very much, guys. If you had a wonderful time today, guys, just give me a thumbs up. Omomi, where's Omomi? If you had a wonderful time today, please get started. So if you're looking at transitioning, you're looking at changing your career, we're going to be offering more courses, more internship opportunities across different other career paths in the future. So you want to take a look out for that on the platform. But if you're interested in data analytics, data science, data engineering, financial analytics, HR analytics, business analysis, project management, and cybersecurity, you can get started today. Cohort is starting on the 8th of February. Now, this discount is only available for the first 20 people. And from what I could see on the website analytics, we could see that quite a number of people have already started making payments. So you want to be part of the first 20 people to take advantage of the 25% discount. Okay, so that's where we are going to call it a day. I'll hand over back to Molmy to close the session. But please, if you are looking to get that one-on-one session, please fill the attendance form. We'll send you all the information that you need and also the link for you to book a one-on-one conversation with us. So looking forward to speaking with you, but secure a discount also. Omar, over to you, please.
All right, thank you very much, sir, for that session. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been an exciting time hanging with you guys, discussing, the different ways and strategies. And for you guys to stay till this end means a whole lot. So it's really wonderful having you guys here. So we'll be dropping the link for you to book the one-on-one session right now. So just feel free to book the session. And okay, thank you, Joseph. I see a couple of questions, but like Ifemena said, we cannot take all the questions on this call. So the best thing would be for us to, attend to your questions on a one-on-one, platform. So we can do that through the session that I'll be dropping the link for right now. So please feel free to book, and we'll be more than happy. I'll be dropping 2 links depending on the time that works for you. So just copy the link, and either me or Ifemena would be who you get to speak with. So I dropped the first link. If the timing doesn't work for you, please check the second link, and I'm sure either of the two, one of the timings will work for you, please. So use either of that to book a one-on-one, and we will attend to your question. Like I would attend to Fatima like this, I would attend to Ernest like this. So it's like a one-on-one type of thing, and whatever it is that is not answered on this call, if it's how to enroll, if it's some career clarity related questions that you have, we will attend to all of that. So thank you very much, everybody, and I'll see you when you fill this form. And it's been amazing hanging out. If you got value from this session today, can you give me a thumbs up? If I really did not waste your time, type yes in the chat. If I really did not waste your time, type yes in the chat. If I wasted your time, type no. But please don't type no, because I know I didn't waste your time. So I would really thank you so much, everyone. Thanks, Joseph. Thanks, Mustafa. Thanks, Jonas. Thank you, everybody, for that. Thank you. Jonas typed 2 yeses. All right, that's great to see. So I can see that I really kept to my word and I didn't waste people's time. Thanks, Awel. Thank you. Who else? Who else? Guys, Fatima, did I waste your time? Okay, thanks, Kojo. Thank you. Emmanuel, please book the one-on-one session. You know, I don't want to keep everyone for long on this call because we've had like it's been 2 hours, 30 minutes. You guys have been amazing. Trust me. So, but I would, you know, love to attend to you on a personal level. So when you guys book the one-on-one, it will be easy. So if the calendar time for the first one doesn't work for you, please book the second one. Okay. Yes, this particular session is free, Temitayo. If you fill the onboarding, if you fill the attendance form, you will get a link, right, after this session to watch again. Then Simi says, yes, I would love to pay for the internship soon. Amazing. To be very honest, we have people who have secured their spots. To be very honest, cybersecurity, data analytics, we have people. I was surprised. So please, if you can, as soon as you can, especially before the discount ends, you might want to take advantage. Mustafa says, please add the booking link to email. Yes, we are definitely adding it. To be receiving the email from my colleague Tomiwa, so it will carry the booking link, the 2 booking links. So anyone that works for you, feel free to just book. Timmy, if you'd like to pay as soon as possible, this is the link. You can click on either the first one or the second one. Pick the career path that you want to intern as, and we will love to see you on the other side. Once you're done filling it, you get the enrollment form, everything you need. So please feel free, proceed, and thank you guys. And I think this is where we call it a close for today. You guys have been amazing, to be honest, engaging, interactive, everything. Thank you. What if we end up having more than 20 early birds? Early bird is just the discount, right? Early bird applies to discount. When we have more than 20 early birds, so that means price might increase. So you want to take advantage. Again, Team Tayo, you want to take advantage as soon as you can. So please feel free to just copy the links that have been dropping. You receive an email. It will carry this session recording. It would carry the slides that was shared during the course of the session. It will carry the links to book the one-on-one session. We have openings from Monday to Friday and different times, so you can pick the time that works for you, right? And you can secure your spot. Also, would add the link to payment for people who will love to secure their spot for this internship. You can pay 5 times. Thankfully, the person that just spoke now said during their own time they only got like 1-time payment, some 2-time payment, but you have the opportunity to pay 5 times. We understand that we need to make this accessible. That's why it's that easy for you to pay. You spread it from now till May. January, February, March, April, May. That's May. So that's a long time. And we're doing this to empower as many applicants as we like. It's also easier access to get jobs in the US, UK, Canada, with the job board, with the portfolio, and yeah, CV revamp, interview prep, mock sessions, all of that. So please feel free to enroll as soon as you can. Feel free to secure your spots. Feel free to reach out to us anytime. I dropped my number earlier. I don't know if anyone would like to, but then if you book the one-on-one session, I'll still be there. It's still like chatting with me. That it's even better in a one-on-one because we get to talk like this at length, just to attend to whatever it is you need answers to. So thanks very much, everybody. It's been great. I don't even feel like going, but we have to. So thank you guys and have a wonderful time. Bye.